Alright, welcome everyone. Here along with Spock. Because we're going to a place named Vulcan. But not the Vulcan you're thinking of. But Vulcan, Alberta, Canada. Yeah, there's actually a Vulcan, Alberta, Canada. So that will be our 10th and final Star Trek pilgrimage flight on this journey here. It's been about a month and a half of these flights. But they've been enjoyable. Each one, again, places I wouldn't have gone to or seen if I didn't arrange these. Let me make sure I'm coming through on mic. Oh, I am. Okay. All right, good. So without further ado, then, we're going to take out 9 Echo Foxtrot in the final Star Trek pilgrimage flight. We're here on the apron at Bozeman, Montana. So if you want to join us, go ahead. Load up Microsoft Flight Simulator East Server or VATSIM, which I'm about to connect to. Let's look at Volanta for a second. I don't think anyone is on here for where we are, but that's fine. So we are going to fly, though. We're not going to go right to Vulcan because Vulcan does not have a airport of entry, and it's right down here. Calgary's here, so if you go down this way, here's Vulcan. That's where we're going to go. Charlie Foxtrot X-Ray 6. But we're going to stop over in Calgary first and pass customs there like we'd have to do in real life, and then head to Vulcan. So that is what we are doing. And, God, I haven't flown in Canada forever on stream, so this is kind of cool. Spock is holding an E6B, by the way. If you didn't know, Leonard Nimoy, the man that played Spock, was an actual pilot in real life, too. So, on a Star Trek episode, he decided to bring out the E6B, and it's kind of a pretty cool thing for pilots to see, because like, oh, man, on one of the episodes in Star Trek, he, like, brought out an E6B and made it look like it was important. So that was kind of cool. But, all right, let's get our checklist going on. I'll show you that in a second. So let me make sure I got everything going on here, which I should, because I took my time. But it's been a while. It's been about 5 days since I last streamed. Just been vacation week and doing things with the kids and wife and all that stuff. And we're still not done with it because we have baseball for Zach tomorrow. Alright, we're going to pretend the pre-flight is done. We're also going to get on board. So let's do that. And do this thing. Pre-flight completed. Emergency equipment on board. Passengers briefs. Seat belts, harnesses just as secured. External power not needed. Brakes are held. They are now. Battery master switch is on. Turning these extra lights we don't need off. I don't know why it defaults to that, but it always does. And strobe lights going on. Mixture full rich. I've also been working like a slave because we are having a 3rd annual marathon this summer to raise money for the Children's Cancer Research Fund through my participation in the Great Cycle Challenge. So I'll talk about that in a little bit, though. Mixture full rich. All right. Power lever full forward. Fuel prime, then boost. 1, 2, 3, then boost. I'm going to go down to a 4th. I'm not going to call clear prop until I want to start. And we are going to start, so clear prop. Clear prop. And I'm going to lower that to 1,000 RPMs or so. Alright, oil pressure is in the green. We're good there. Live long and prosper, Melvin Leroy. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. Let's see. Alternating master switch is on. And avionics going on. I've been flying the Cirrus for a while, even off stream, because that's what I'm going to be flying in my 3rd annual marathon event. We're going to be flying around the Gulf of Mexico, everybody. There might be a banner that pops up in the left corner, but that's going to be on July 29th. July 29th, 8 a.m. Put it on your calendars. We're going to be doing a marathon stream. And the Cirrus is probably going to take me, like, I'd say, anywhere from 13 to 18 hours, depending on how I take it. If you want to fly in it, there's more information on my Discord, so please feel free to visit my Discord, which is that, or you could also go to tinyurl.com/EFDiscord, and that will get you there. A lot of information there. I just released the briefing and the registration that you have to do if you want to win awards. So, all right, engine parameters, they're all in the green. We're doing good. Before taxiing, brakes will check, flaps are up. Again, no one is on VATSIM, but I do have to connect to VATSIM, so let me do that. I already did my flight plan. And again, our first destination is Calgary, Alberta, Canada, to clear customs there. So, Alright, Bozeman, Calgary, we're traveling at 10,500. Oh, I gotta connect first. Yeah, that might help, huh? Oh my lord. But, alright, before taxing, we're pretty good. I should be on VATSIM Unicom, so let me do that. 122.8. Transponder is 1200. Alt, Squawk 1200. La la la. Let's get a weather actually. 135.425. There we go. Monitor to COM 2.
Bozeman Airport information, Charlie 1600 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions. Few clouds at 9,800 feet.
Alright, let me write this down.
13,500 feet. Temperature 8. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.08. Visual runway 11 and ILS runway 12 in use. Landing and departing runway 11 and runway 12.
Alright, something again.
VFR aircraft say
1-2. We'll take the big one.
aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Charlie.
Charlie. I'm just gonna write all stuff down like I usually do.
Airport information, Charlie 1600 Zulu. Wind calm.
Calm.
Visibility
Well,
10. Sky conditions. Few clouds at 9,700 feet. Few clouds at 13,500 feet. Temperature 8.
8.
Dew point
2.10.
10. Altimeter tree
Alright,
0.08.
so got all the information. It automatically set the thing there. Okay. And we're good. So let's go over to guard. And you know what that means. Everyone knows what that means if you're watching the stream. But we had...
You're on guard with KGRD.
Other than being on guard. Yeah. I still love that. You can buy a t-shirt with that, by the way, if you're one of the Aeroplay Etsy store. But we had quite the vacation of doing things and getting things done. Still not done with everything I needed to get done. I still have to fix the garage door, which I can do. Just have to get on that. Gotta change this to GPS at this time. And we'll set this to go direct to Calgary. Just Charlie, Yankee, Yankee, Charlie. But the marathon stuff is pretty much done, and even the painted livery is done. And I would have taken it out tonight, but I wanted to end strong here with Niner Echo Foxtrot, which would be Niner Echo Foxtrot in the other livery too, because I named it November 729er Foxtrot, Echo Foxtrot, for the date that we'll have the marathon. So it's still Niner Echo Foxtrot, if you know what I mean. And believe it or not, none of the registrations are C, Charlie. Oh my God, what am I thinking? None of the registrations are real life because I checked on the FAA thing there. But all right, we're gonna get out of here. Let me just check my checklist one more time. Taxing, we'll check all that stuff. Cabin heat, defrost. Put some heat on. Put it on 1. All right, taxing, we'll check all that stuff out, and then we'll have to do a run up. Okay, let's get our airport diagram. So we're going to taxi via Alpha down to runway 12, and we might use the de-ice pad as the run-up area. How's that? Alright, so let's do a radio check here on COM 1. VATSIM Unicom, Cirrus, Niner Echo Foxtrot, radio check, please. Almost no one answers me back. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And if not, we're just going to call in the air here. So, alright, not in the air, but we're going to take Alpha. So, Bozeman traffic, Cirrus Niner Echo Foxtrot, taxiing the runway 12 via Alpha, Bozeman. Should have said Alpha 5 too, but that's alright. Alright, and you're seeing what I'm looking at here as we make our way. Goodbye, Bozeman. These mountains are beautiful, though. We have FSLTL traffic on. We have Microsoft Flight Simulator East server on, and we have VATSIM on all at the same time. So some nice Southwest jets right there. And somehow, I think I fixed most of my model matching problems. I'm not saying they're perfect still, I'm just saying that it's gotten a lot better. So I don't get errors left and right. But you can see Southwest over there at the gates. Pretty cool to see that. And this would be Class Delta in real life, but again, no one's covering air traffic control here, so we're going to pretend it's non-towered and do our thing. Should probably set this to 10.5 while we're doing this. No, wrong one. Yes, right one. Okay, good. Dude. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Spock looks awesome like that. Amazing. Again, speechless like all the others. Wonder if I'm logical or not right now, but we'll see. But we're gonna finish the Star Trek Pilgrimage flight strong here. And indeed, there is a place called Vulcan in Canada. In fact, they're very well known for their Star Trek isms there. They've embraced it fully, and we'll talk about that as we get there. So, alright, we're going to do a run-up right over here. So, on this de-ice pad. Alright, checklist. Before takeoff. Caps handle, verify pin, remove seatbelt, shoulder harness, and secure. Doors latch, brakes held, flight controls free and correct. They are. Trim set for takeoff. You can never tell on this because it'd be right there. Autopilot disconnected, flaps 50%. Just right there, and we'll check it visually, and they are. Very good. Flight and engine instruments check. We're all in the green. We're looking pretty good there. Fuel's doing well. HSI and altimeter, check and set, 3008, looks good, looks good. We're going to have to do this run up to also get the best mixture to take off out of here, excuse me. Flight and engine instruments check, I already did that. Fuel quantity, confirm. We're doing good, keep it on the left. Propeller check, we're going to go to 2000. You feel a detent in real life, but you don't really do that in the sim. So here we go. Be right about there. Alright, back to 17. Yeah, come on. Let's go. 17-ish. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, let's go. Alternator check. It's charging. We're doing good. 28.2. Just keeping it there. Avionics are on. Okay, pitot heat on. We'll keep that on too. Nav lights on. And landing light we gotta leave on. Voltage checking just to make sure everything's good. It's still holding well. Alright, magnetos, checking the right. Back to both. Excuse me. Left. Back to both. Alright, power lever decreased down to 1000. Magnet, oh, I already did that. Transponders on alt, 1200. Nav radio set for takeoff. I'm on Unicom. I got the weather on the other one. P3 is required. Okay, we are going to rotate at 70, retract the flaps at 80, and climb at 101. If there's a problem, take full mechanical windshield, or otherwise, we will abort takeoff, and there's enough real runway ahead of us. We'll abort takeoff, land directly ahead of the runway. If we are under, let's say, 5,200 feet, let me actually do this check here. I didn't do this. Alright, I'm going to leave the mixture out, so. For maximum power here, seeing that we're 4,400. Right about there. Alright. If we are under, let's say 5,100 feet, 5,100 feet, we will land directly ahead of the wind returns. Best glide speed in this is 88, I believe. It is. And if we are above 5,100 feet, and there's a problem, can't commercial otherwise, we will take a turn, let's say to the right, because it seems to be more down there. No, take a turn to the left, because there's another runway. And land downwind on the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever is available to us. Best glide speed again is 88. We rotate at 70. Retract flaps at 80. Climb at 101. Everyone got that? I think we're good. Okay, I'm going to come right up here. check what we're doing here. No one in downwind, no one in base, no one in final. No one on crosswind. Okay, so I'm gonna call this no traffic there. Okay, Bozeman traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot departing runway 12, departure to the northwest, Bozeman. Okay, here we go. These beautiful mountains here. They are pretty gorgeous. I'm going to use all the runway we can get. And now we have enough available a runway ahead of you if you do have a problem. Okay, on the floor, full throttle. Here we go. Rotate. And retract flaps. I'm going to trim up a little bit here. Thank you. Keep it right about there. Left pattern and everything. I probably should have checked that before I left, but that's okay. Be okay. Alright, we're about 500 feet, which is the minimum they want you to get to before you can turn. I'm looking pretty good. So I'm going to take a turn to the left. Some snow here. Here's the other runway, 1129. And we could have taken that, but 12 had more distance, so might not be safe, you know. Okay, roll out a little bit just to check. Looking good on the left, looking good on the right. All right, we are going to turn to the left. Turn more on course. And Bozeman traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot. We're going to depart on the left downwind here for runway 12. Departure to the northwest, Bozeman. Didn't hear anyone out there, but it doesn't hurt, right? Alright, let's turn the autopilot on so that I can get some this and this and that. Alright, take a look outside. I'll do that. This is Bozeman, Montana, everyone. And we do have some clouds at about 8,000, so we have to be careful as we ascend here. But we'll see what we can do and go from there as we depart Montana for Canada. There's also some icing air mats out there too as well, so I'll have to be careful, but looking pretty good. Titanic Expert 6-7 down there departing from runway 30, it looks like. I don't know if that's correct. It didn't really matter, but I listened to the ATIS, so. I wonder what he's flying. It says Air Force, but I can think it's some type of jet. We're intercepting the nav right now. We're just going to keep climbing and checking the mixture here. Here we go. And we'll keep an eye on these clouds as we depart the Bozeman area. Man, beautiful scenery around here. Idaho, a lot of mountains, and that was beautiful too, but got a little, which is why we chose the Gulf of Mexico for a marathon event. I wanted something that had a little bit of everything and that was international, and not just across the United States like I did for the past 2 years. So it's going to be a good event. I practice flew half of it already, and like I said, everything. I just wanted to get it all done over April vacation and do that. Which sadly, I have to go back to school on Monday, but I'd like to finish up the school year strong. That's my goal. So it hasn't been the best school year, period, and totally positive despite that. But just want to end it strong and move on to bigger and better years. And it looks like Titanic Expert is hitting the hard deck there. That was a close one. I hope you're all doing well out there. Thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate it. And see what happens over the night here as we go. But here's a little bit about Vulcan, Alberta, Canada. They have a convention, a Star Trek convention. 30 years of conventions. They're having theirs on July 20th to 30th. So while we're doing our marathon, they'll have a convention up there. They actually have a model of the original Star Trek Enterprise there. They also have like a museum, which is built like a space station. So it doesn't look as glorious in the simulator, but we'll show you pictures of everything when we get there. But it is rather exciting to have a place called Vulcan that actually embraces the Star Trek culture, even though they were named after the god of fire or whatever it is for Vulcan. So 10,500, we'll let it build up some speed here. I'm going to lean up the mixture while we're waiting. We got 77% there. 1 second. Alright, well, I got 75 now. Come on, I had 77 at one point. There we go. Now we'll kick it back to 75. There we go. And that's it. We got a ground speed of 160 and climbing. It's looking pretty good. Looks really beautiful up here. So nothing in our way, unlike previous streams. The next biggest thing we'll see is probably the Canyon Ferry Lake, which is outside of East Helena, Montana. But we're literally staying basically in Montana and then crossing the Canadian border. So in which case I'll probably switch over to Flight Plan Go because it has the Canadian sectionals on it. And check where we are right now. Let me just get this all lined up anyways. There we are. Just departed Bozeman. So that's what you're seeing in the sim as we make our way north. That's that lake I told you about. It's a straight shot to Calgary, which we have some airspace here, but we're at 10,500, so we're going to be pretty good because I planned that already too. Even the clouds are kind of cooperating right now. This is awesome. Very good. Wow. It's really beautiful to look at. Not much civilization. Lots of hills. There's that lake I told you about, which is Canyon Ferry Lake. Oh my God! Alert Badger with the raid! Well, thank you so much, Alert Badger, and welcome to the stream. I love your username. That's awesome. Badgers can be mean. You ever see that movie there? What was it? Was it UHF where they had the badgers? And he got attacked by like a pack of badgers. I think that's what the movie was. But welcome to the Stream Alert, Badger, and appreciate you coming on in and rating. We are finishing up our Star Trek pilgrimage flights tonight, and we're flying to Alberta, Canada, to go to Vulcan, Alberta, Canada, via Calgary, though, because you have to pass customs first. So, really, that's weird. All right, it could be because I have a special blocking thing on there. So just wait. Are you a follower? If you follow, I think it should let you in. I have to do that because being a school teacher, I get like all these bum kids here sometimes that... You are? Alright, let me see what I can do. Give me a second. I'll get you on there, hopefully. So let me get my mod settings here. Mod settings here. Gotta meet that. Alright. Yeah, so let me just double check. I put that shield mode on, so slow mode, non-mod chat delays 6 seconds. So see if you could do it now, because it only has those two things on it. Slow mode and non-mod chat delay. So it might have been a 6-second thing. There you go. Oh! I got a shared ban. So let me unban you. So... SCW222 banned you, so it banned me. I don't know why, but yep. Just let me do it. Oh, give me a second. Nope. Okay. Let me see if I can actually do that. I don't know why it's doing that. Stop restricting. There we go. All right, try it now. Let me know if that works. There you go. It's working now. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know it shared, like, bands. So, don't be doing any funny stuff in here. Alright. No, we got a little bit of everything. Mountains, snow, clouds, lakes. It's looking pretty good here. How are we doing on gas? Yeah, we switch to the right now. We're on boost and going to the right. That's cool. No. It was just, for some reason, I didn't put the shared bands on, I think, because I didn't agree with that, but let's see. You'll be alright now, though, because I unblocked you there. Weird. Yeah. I'm looking at everything here. It looks pretty good to me. Well, I didn't see where it shared that stuff, but okay. It is what it is. You're good now. I am flying up to Canada tonight. Yep, we're going up to Calgary. And then we're going to go to Vulcan, Alberta, Canada, which is a little bit to the southeast of Calgary. But we're going to clear customs to Calgary and then make our way over there. So that's what we're doing. We should be in Calgary in about an hour and 46 minutes, according to this. Ground speed of 178 knots. Looking pretty good. And the banner does come up there, but the marathon event is happening. So, July 29th. Put it in your calendars. 8 a.m. start time out of New Orleans. We're going to depart there and go around the Gulf of Mexico. Non-stop, except for taking breaks when we need to. The simulator still runs. And we're going to have some fun with that. And raise money for a good cause. The Great Cycle Challenge. So. And. La. Let's see if that. I don't know. Thought I had something there. Oh. Alright, that one's good. So yeah, this will... Cool. Alright, we'll try that. Feel free to join along. We're on the East server, or VATSIM. So, I'm trying to look at my commands here, because I thought I had some commands a long time ago, but... Interesting. Well, anyways, we're hoping for a squadron of people to come on out and sign up for that marathon event. July 29th, squadron, which didn't work because I didn't put an exclamation point, which I thought I did. That did not go as planned. So I hope the squadron comes out. And we get things going on and raising money for the Great Cycle Challenge. So... Alright, update where we are. Electronic flight bag time. And here we go. So we left Bozeman, and we're on our way. We're just past East Helena, or Helena, Montana. And then it's just a lot of rockiness until we get to this side. Great Falls, Montana. And literally into the wilderness until we cross over there. And then we're going to go to the Flight Plan Go, which is also tracking us, by the way. So this one has the Canadian sectionals on. Let me show you. Canada. They'll help us around here, so. But, oh, no, don't be doing that. See the CYA 210T? It's the 2000 to 9,500. So if we go to, if we're at 10.5, we're going to miss that. And it's an advisory alert area, if you will. So it's not even like we couldn't go in there. But then we're going to go straight shot to Calgary. And if anyone's on tower there or anything like that, we're going to have to respond in here. This is 8,000. Actually, $8,000 above sea level. Now see mode C. So, alright, anyways, I'm going to go with my Aviation app here, which I like because I use it in the real world all the time. It's good for the US, it's not really good for Canada, so that's why your flight plan go on the wayside there. But, oh my god, look at this lake. It's pretty glorious right there. Let's take a look outside. Yeah, beautiful. Cloud reflections and everything. Fantastic. Uh-oh. Something's going on. What's going on there? That was weird. Start going to the left. Get back on track. 9 Echo Foxtrot. Alright, well the 172 is probably going to not be as fast as this. So what I'll say to you is if you want to take the 172, you probably want to depart out of here and have some time. Great Falls, Kilo, Golf, Tango, Foxtrot, right there. And that will be off the east for myself. But here's our flight plan. So if you take off out of there, you'll have time to load in, and I'll see you there, and you'll have a little bit of a chance ahead of me, because the 172 is a little slower than the Cessna. I mean the Cirrus.
You're on guard.
No! Digi driver, how's it going, sir?
Yeah.
We're finishing it out. We're finishing out the Star Trek Pilgrimage flights just at the end of my vacation. But man, you were working hard last night, huh? On that Plymouth stuff. I'm very proud of you. Just don't overwork yourself, though. Don't do what I thought I did with my marathon stuff. I got it all done, but man, that took a while. My call sign's Eric Flight US. So, East server. Yeah, I guess you're not on guard. Digi driver's on guard. I love that. I love that. Digi, did you wear that shirt yet? I love that shirt. No one understands it except for us, but... or other pilots. I haven't worn it at the airport yet. I should. Yeah, well, good. Good, because you need a break. I spent today with my daughter. I went to her baseball game, went out for a nice lunch. My wife went out with my son. So we had some breaks today. It was good. Kind of need that. Yep, love that shirt. But we are in Montana, and we're seeing the beautiful scenery here. There's Red Fox over there. You're on my left over there. Right over there in the 172. Yep, you're right here. And I'm looking at you. Also, on Volanta. We'll see if you're there. Here we are. Yep, you're right there. Taking off out of Canyon Ferry Airport. 8 Uniform Niner. So just cross the lake. Just go north and cross the lake. And you'll meet up with me. So, I see you. You are with us. Beautiful mountains up ahead. Man, this has been... We don't have real world time, but we are real world weather, so... I wanted daytime for the final flight here. So right now it'd be 8:23 p.m. I think they're 2 hours behind where I am right now, East Coast. And we have about an hour and 39 minutes for Calgary. Do a full stop landing there, go to customs, clear it, then go over to Vulcan. And let's see if I can find out where customs is, because right now I'm not seeing it there. Let me see if... I don't know. I'll let you kind of look on with me here. Airports. Oh yeah, there's Cancun from before. Charlie Yankee, Yankee Charlie, Calgary. Airport diagram. And it has FBOs and stuff, but I guess I'll have to go on Sky Vector and figure that out. So, we shall figure it out. I got a diagram, but that's on there. Avera doesn't really do Canada. It should, but Canadian charts cost money. That's what it is. Alright. No, Sky Vector doesn't have it either. Airport diagram. View image. I got one right here from OpenNav. Let's see. Customs. Customs over here. On the left. Alright, I gotta take a look and see if that's available for GA. Or do I go to one of the FBOs and they do it there? So, let me check that out. Gotta go to Google Maps. See what it looks like. He does fly in the sim. You do. You do fly in the sim. Yeah. And sometimes you need to step away, though, and just kind of relax. Which I was able to do today. So I get it. Authority airside. Alright, that's the office for customs. Signature flight support's right there, which is right across from there. This is what I'm looking at, by the way. Here's where customs is. That's the maintenance center, actually. Okay. So, oh god. I'm going to have that because I'm with that sim Unicom. Give me a second. Yeah, I never did turn on my fake ATC either, so let me get some ambiance after I turn this down. It's the only thing I don't like VATSIM about. They use 122.8. We'd be on approach right now, so we'll have some chatter there. And there we go. It's kind of soft. But, beautiful mountains. I got a TCAS warning here. It's probably a Red Fox, but don't feel bad. Just keep it coming. You see that had a little, like, yellow thing there saying, warning. I know my tablet, when I have it hooked up to my ADS-B receiver, it gives me a traffic. First time I heard it, I didn't know I had it on. I was like, what's going on? I was like, it's weirded out. But, UPS Customs Center, FedEx Shipping. Okay. So where is Customs? Well, if not, we're gonna probably go to Signature. Pretend that we get Customs there. We're not allowed to leave the plane or anything, and they come to you.
Gotta make it so. Make it so.
Make it so. You know what I'm talking about. Number one, make it so. Making it so. Did you see Spock with the E6B tonight? It's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess we'll go to Signature. So we'll go to Signature Flight Support at the airport over here. And they can send customs over here to check in with us. They would be expecting us anyway, so. You're probably right behind me, so. Ground speed 186 knots. Could be better, but not that bad. Right back there, sir. Look at these beautiful mountains. Gorgeous. I also bought the Rex Accu season. It was 30% off, but I gotta be honest with you, I compared them and I kind of like Bijan better. And that's what I've been using forever. So I'm gonna have it, and then we have to see what happens when the simulator updates the seasons. So we'll see what happens. But Bijan, for me as of now, seems to be the right one. The trees in the Rex Accu season are kind of too light. Like they don't look. They look like very bright compared to the terrain. So you did. It is an amazing show. I think that's the best one. I think the Next Generation is the best one. Maybe that's why it lasted for 7 seasons, you know? I love the Next Gen. So I have to finish up Season 3 of the original series, and then I can say I watched all of that. And then, I don't know if you're a Scott Bakula fan, but the original Enterprise with Scott Bakula was good,
You're on
too.
guard,
So,
Cliff.
there you go. There you go, Badger. I saw you go right behind me, by the way. But yeah, see that yellow? That's you. That's warning me that you're going all around me. Excuse me. Got a 787 up there. Imagine when I start flying airliners sometime in my future. I don't know if that's going to be anytime soon, but we'll see what happens. I recently got that new release from Got Friends there, that drone, and I let my kid fly that. That's fun. It doesn't really go much of anywhere, because it's like 70 knots at most, cruise, and you know has a battery that wears out pretty fast. But it's kind of cool. I didn't try the racetrack yet though. I don't really have time for that right now because I got everything else going on. But yeah, yep. See if I can show you a little something here about our marathon event if you haven't seen it in Discord already. But loading up the graphic. So we're going to be doing a third Flight Sim Marathon event on July 29th. And literally, we got great news just the other day. Just Flight and Jawicki Design are on board to donate some gifts to pilots that fly like a marathon. So I'm going to just throw this out there. We're doing the 30th annual Flight Sim Marathon, flight around the Gulf of Mexico. And it features the United States, Cuba, and Mexico, or Mexico, all around the Gulf of Mexico. Again, July 29th, we're going to start flying at 8 a.m. I'm going to donate a t-shirt from the Eric Flight Etsy store. We got Jawicki Design and Just Flight. I haven't really... I mean, Just Flight said kind of like last year, I guess, or Jawicki or something. So I didn't want to exactly say what they're donating yet, but they both said that they're very interested. So I was able to add them on. And we'll see what else happens. But that is going to be an awesome event. Everything is in my Discord. So if you want to go to my Discord, tinyurl.com/EF Discord. We have everything there for you. Has the link to register if you want to fly it like a marathon. You don't have to be on VATSIM for it, but we do have a bunch of different ways of participating. So X-Plane, FSX, Prepared, MSFS, it's all allowed. So, oh, nice. Hey, did you have fun, though? That's what matters. These mountains will come out of nowhere, though. You're back there. Yep. So, oh, you tried. I appreciate it. .172 is not really for acrobatics. Got some traffic out there. And again, my avatar, which is myself, is wearing one of the Eric Flight Etsy store designs. One of the newer ones, too. Designed that right before we went on April vacation. So that's pretty cool. It's a heading indicator. And it's distressed. So. Well, good. Oh, great. No, go ahead. Do your worst. Have some fun. All right. So we're getting out of the snow. We're going to have much more snow. Mountains out there, too. Wow. And we just passed the gates of the mountains wilderness area over there on our left. So, just a lot of nature here. That's what we're looking at.
CFX6 passing level 185 for 15,000.
These trees look awesome, though. These are the Bichon studio trees. So he did a nice job. He hasn't been able to update anything. He went through some personal things and this and that. And Red Fox, you just kind of disappeared. That was weird.
Right turn 130, free back 76037.
Out there is Holter Lake. That's what you're seeing out there.
Skywest 3439, fly heading 110, vector sphere final, maintain 6,000.
Heading 110, maintain 6,000.
Gorgeous.
Skywest 3439. Good morning, Southwest 3389, at 190, degree the Comet 6, that maintains 15,000 with Delta.
3389, approach good morning, descend via the Comet.
Still in the 172 back there, my friend. Take some more photos here. Smile. And one without. There we go. Ugh. Did you? I can't remember if I asked you. Are you going to FS Expo? I will not be going because I have to save money for a friend's wedding. We're going to celebrate a friend's wedding in August.
We have information Delta will plan that Jet 6 550.
Oh, I got you. All right, cool. You know, see what happens.
United 1615, level 16,000.
United 1615 approach, send me the Comet to arrival. You can be at or above on the arrival. Expecting visual approach, 927.
Okay, visual 27, descend via the arrival, United 1650.
All right, let's check out the fuel situation. I'll go over to the left here. We're on boost to the left. Really? Wow. Well, if you become a scenery developer, even though you basically are, but you can write off a lot of things too in business expenses. That's what I was able to do for my 3 side businesses, which is now going to be 4 again. So, all right, I'll check you out, Lord Badger. Let's look at it here. This would be you right there. Yep. The A20, the Airbus 320. You're right outside Helena, Montana there. Got a little bit of weather to our right there. How about these clouds? Yeah.
November.
Let's see. How's that look? We're okay still, barely, but we're okay. We might have to dip down. If we have to dip down, we'll go to 8,500.
Okay, we'll go to, we got traffic inside, 14 November. Approach Jet 689 with you, 11,000. We're waiting for Aegis to pop up.
At 689 for a charge that if I was going to have call.
Shows you're heading the other way though. You gotta head north.
Okay, we'll maintain 11,000 and expecting a 27 extension attack.
You're back there, my friend. Wow. This is Google Maps imagery, by the way. I think it's worth it. Seriously, you know it. Really? I don't know, probably because it's default aircraft as like the deluxe version, but I like the Cirrus. I really do. Seriously, yeah. You saw that I made that shirt, DigiDriver, right? I remember I asked you for permission. I was like, oh, can I borrow that for a shirt? I did that. It's not a bad shirt. I don't mind how it turned out. PL Boss 98. Welcome. You do? Yeah, I do too. I mean, if people on stream with him, but I love it. I think it's again, I'm a single prop guy though. So, but it's my go-to faster plane along with the Bonanza V35B. You know, the Bonanza. Oh, I haven't used this graphic in forever. I have to do it. I love the Bonanza too. It's a little less stable, but it has the speed. You know. Yeah, V-tail's cool. So I'll be flying that sometime too, but it's just the Bonanza thing, you know, goes out over here. I love that thing. I wore my 4-panel shirt the other day on that. Going out with the wife for lunch. It was pretty nice. But yeah, we're going to be flying that on stream again, because obviously I love it so much I made a graphic out of it. So, yep, still here. Wait, I just turned something off or on. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're good, we're good. That was weird. But yeah, I like the Bonanza a lot. It's a little, I'm going to say this. It's a little less stable, like flying-wise, than other planes, but it is cool.
6173 Charlie Delta Submitter is 3014.
Look at those beautiful mountains out there. What are those mountains called? Those would be, if I could get a name from the sectional. I'll show this to you too while we're here. The Continental Divide. Oh, that's the Continental Divide right there, everybody.
There is 3 Charlie Delta, turn 10 degrees
So is that
right.
part of the Rockies?
10 degrees left, 3 Charlie Delta.
Could be
3 Charlie Delta, 10 degrees to the right.
part of the northern part of the Rockies. But that is gorgeous, whatever that is out there.
3 Charlie Delta.
Beautiful. Yeah, it has its weird moments. Hence why it's probably called the Doctor Killer.
Number 9,
'Cause
Romeo Delta traffic.
it rolls really easy on the ailerons. That's the way I feel, at least.
Looking for traffic.
Which is a good and bad thing. Could be because it's Coronado. I mean, I don't know. I've never flown one in real life. I probably would want to fly one in real life, but I have to get my complex endorsement. That'll probably be the Arrow. So I update on that. I am not allowed to fly with my chosen flight instructor to get my complex rating until he gets his medical back. So, but it's hopefully coming soon. He's actually hired a consultant at this point because he's tired of waiting. So he can teach commercial and CFI, but he can't teach instrument, private, or any type of endorsements. So he has to serve as pilot in command. Poor man. I mean, I think he's been at this for like 6 months now. The FAA's just been like dragging their feet on everything, even though basically it's been cleared by doctors and everything. So it is what it is. These clouds, boy, whew, very close to them. Red Fox, you're back there.
Bravo Tango, previous traffic no factor. Additional traffic 1 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound. I can take it westbound, RPK 3500 type of
Very beautiful. Not real world time, but real world weather, yes. We're about probably 11:30 or so local time. Yeah, we'll be flying PO Boss. You probably saw that in my Discord, but we'll be flying the Cirrus during the marathon event I have planned for this year in July. So I've become very customary to this through the simulator, and once I do get my instrument rating, I would like to then step up and rent out take the lessons to get the Cirrus sign off, so I can go fly the Cirrus whenever I want to. But that will probably be, I'm going to be optimistic here. If I were optimistic, I'd say in a year, but I'm going to be less optimistic because we've just been kind of delayed, and that's fine because I'm saving up money, or trying to save money for flying. And that's why I started the Etsy store and stuff. I just want to see if I can make more passive income to fly more. But I would say in about 2 years, I'll start flying the Cirrus. I have to worry about my medical in April, though. Getting some icing like they said there would be, so let's turn on the anti-icing here. Ice protection on. And that should melt off. There will be no icing on this plane. No icing on this plane. Oh my god! It did melt off. It did. Honest. The Air France 1990 livery. That's cool. Must look pretty glorious. I haven't touched any of those airliners. It's just me. I'm just more of a following what I usually do. So Oh, yeah, that takes a while. That sucks because, I mean, honestly, you can't tell me that there aren't some pilots with ADHD. They just hit it. But I get what you're saying. That is a big sticking point that I think that the AOPA is trying to like say, hey, we have to work on this on a case-by-case basis and not just blanket block people. So yeah, it is, especially if you can prove that you're on, in control and the doctors are fine with you, and But I'm gonna have a issue coming up in my medical in 2024, which I'm not gonna get into. It's not a major thing. Like, I know I would pass, but it'd be deferred. It'd have to get a special issuance for it if I want an FA medical. So I'm thinking about just going basic med. In which case, my doctor's already said he'd sign off on it. So, because that in itself too is another thing. If you want basic med, you have to find a doctor that's okay with it, because some medical offices say, "Oh, we're not allowed to sign on that because then we could be sued if there's ever a problem." I don't get that, but okay. So you'll eventually get there. Just keep working on it, and if in doubt, in the future, for anyone listening, go get a consult with an AME before you go get that first medical. If you have any doubts to anything, it might cost you a little bit more, but it's a big pain, and they'll tell you exactly what they need and everything, and whether you'd be good enough to go. So it is dumb. So, but they want to make sure that you're okay to fly. So in one way, I understand, but I think it's dumb that they can't trust the word of doctors. These wonderful crop circles off our left here. Yeah, a little cloudy out here. Little cloudy. We're passing just to the west of Great Falls, Montana. So that's where we are. We're going to be flying over Choteau, Montana. And as far as the Canadian border, we still have a little while to go here. So Great Falls being out there somewhere. Actually, more like back here. See if we can see it outside. Somewhere out there. Probably way out there. But my instructor had to get all these tests and stuff, and he put everything in there, and the FAA is just like, oh, we'll get to it when we get to it. And like, this is a man that gets paid, I mean, he's semi-retired, but he loves flying, so he does it, And it sucks. It sucks what they put you through if you can prove that you're safe. Very cloudy out there. Winds, got a headwind from 269er. It's a little bit off that way. Ground speed 174 for that isn't terrible. Which means that when we turn south east of Vulcan after we get off the ground at Calgary, we'll be pretty good. So I think I have scenery for Calgary too. So let's see what we have for scenery there. This is my add-ons linker where I can search for stuff here. Oops, wrong one. Okay. And tonight's Calgary scenery will be from Sim Add-ons. So, I have not flown to Calgary yet, but I know I had scenery for it. So we're going to Calgary, and we'll be seeing the Sim Add-on scenery, which is payware. They do a bunch of Canadian airports. Am I ahead of headwinds? Badum-tis. Yeah, I knew it was a joke, but I was trying to figure it out. I don't think you can ever get ahead of headwinds. Sorry, Spock, for invading your personal space as I grab my Crystal Light Cherry Pomegranate, which is like one of the best drink mixes ever. As we go to Vulcan. How are we doing on fuel? I'm going to keep it on the left for a little bit longer. Alright, you're doing an emergency landing. Dude, you are a mess. No offense or anything. You are a mess. You're doing emergency landing where? I would say turn left to Butte Aero Heliport, which is near the Burt Mooney Airport, if you can make it. If not, you don't have, I mean, turn back and maybe land in the crops here, but that's about it. So.
Traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles southbound, airliner 7000.
We got oh, P.O. Boss, are you loading up here? Nice. Oh, I know that. I know that. It's fun, though, isn't it? I know. So you're taking the Seneca. Nice. And you're on the ground at Choteau. I just saw you on there. Okay, I didn't say anything. What? I was imagining the whole thing. So, but if I see someone over here, I'm thinking it's you. And that is Choteau. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Montana. As we make our way to the Canadian border. I guess so. He's not so much of a boss. Oh, Red Fox, good luck on your emergency landing back there. Nice. Great. That's quite impressive, Alert Badger. You got lots of land here, but you're kind of over the mountains over there, so. Gotta keep an eye on Choteau here. I miss doing a marathon though, so I'm kind of glad that we're gonna do another marathon in July. It's gonna be fun. I have no clue about flying in Mexico other than what I researched, so I put that all in the briefing for everybody. I never knew there were so many restricted and prohibited spaces, especially when we land in Cuba. Like you can't fly over Havana or Havana, if you will, because they don't want you to, because that's prohibited airspace in Cuba. And then I was reading online, because I get really into this, and it costs about $200-something to fly into the Cuban airspace in real life. Just to fly into it, you have to get permission. Which I guess isn't much different than Canada, because they charge you for the ATC. But, Choteau Airport over there. Seeing if I see anyone down there, I don't know. What's that little thing there? It's kind of interesting. Clearly the school.
Guy 584, just gonna maintain 5,000. Out of 7 for 5,000.
Dude, it's got a nice little runway system there.
That was 2157, confirmed to go ahead and say, double honk and 1 letter mile.
We got him at
Take a picture of this.
visual 7 right, 2157.
Still on VATSIM Unicom. No controllers, but that's okay. Wait. Salt Lake City Center is on. So let's turn on the chatter here and let's talk to Salt Lake City here. 120.275. All right, cool. 275, right? That's what I said, I think. Get some flight following if they want to. 275. Let me just double check that that's here. It is. All right, and we're over Choteau, Kilo Charlie, India.
American 2397 Center, squawk 60 tree 2.
I donate $3 a month to VATSIM, so why not? Salt Lake City Center, November 489 Echo Foxtrot.
United 1907, squawk 604 tree. November call sign, say again?
Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot, November 489 Echo Foxtrot. We're about 3 nautical miles north of Kilo Charlie, India VFR 10,500. We're going direct to Calgary and request flight following if possible.
Our 49 Foxtrot, stand by.
Right.
American 2397, your radar contact 53 miles northeast of Tonopah Vortex. I had multiple aircraft speaking at once. If you're calling, say again.
I'll wait a second. He just got on.
Unreadable.
Oh, well, that's not me.
Alright, verify the call sign Twilight 750.
Probably you can't hear the others because they're far away, so that in his
Twilight
range, but not mine.
750, center squawk 6003.
Alright, passing Bynum, Montana.
Aviation 30C14, cross Fairfield at or above 11,000 at Fairfield. Squared ILS approach from my 1 tree.
He's handling everything. Oh, Bynum's really small. Look at that. The Bynum Reservoir over there. You know what? I'm going to be out of his area soon, so I'm just going to monitor, but I'm not going to do anything. And be on our way to Calgary pretty soon, hopefully. What's up? Sorry, I'm not looking at chat because I was all over the place. Oh, there you go. Nice.
You're
Yep.
calling outside of my airspace. You're really far away.
Sorry we had an ad there. I'm on both VATSIM and Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. So put a random failure in there, so that's why your landing gear didn't extend. Interesting. All right.
United 571, contact Oakland Center on 132.2.
Still looking to see if there's any aircraft behind me. Not that there would be. My aircraft's doing some funky things right there, so I don't know what that's all about.
United 571, contact Oakland Center on 132.2.
That was weird.
American 2397,
You have
contact
someone
Oakland Center
ADSB down there. I
132.2.
don't know. Kilo Bravo Tango Mike.
Delta 4518, radar contact
There you are, my
locked.
friend. You made it. How'd the landing go?
United 2064, a heavy request. United 729, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
See, I mean, we have some, but no one's really
Center
around
5
me.
Lima
except for-
Oscar, the Twin Falls, altimeter 3008.
We'll just monitor, I guess. No, cool. No, all that matters out in emergency is that you get down safely. Airplane is secondary. Safety of everyone is first, you know? Got a little flatter out here, except for these mountains.
United 2064,
Interesting.
clearance available. United 2064, clear to Denver Airport via Divide 1 departure, then installed.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to VATSIM Unicom. We're not gonna bother. He sounds very busy. So. Oh, hey, there seems to be someone behind me. I don't know. I can't read that name too well. Welcome to the stream, P.O. Boss. I don't know if you can see me, but you probably can. Yeah, I don't know. Could be someone with your name. It's funny. Oh, let's fly to Canada. Let's make it happen. Excuse my reach, Spock. I guess so. You better crack down on that. Good luck, Alert Badger. Nothing but chaos over there. It's gonna be on the news any minute now. Really nice scenery around here, though, I have to admit. Let's see how my Google Maps is doing. Oh no, I loaded 260,000 tiles brand new into the cache, so that's cool. I Everything else was in cash. I'll take it. And this here's the newest update to the map and Google Maps enhancement that I do. I did donate $5, so I got it free for a year. But it seems like it loads faster from his last update. So he's improving on it all the time. So. All right, fuel check. Left is looking less than right. We're on boost. Going to right. There we go. The next step on the marathon, by the way, is to make a promo video, which I started thinking of. It's going to take me some time, and although I'd love to finish it tomorrow, it is the last day of vacation, so I don't think I'm going to finish it tomorrow. We'll see. But seeing that it's the flight around the Gulf of Mexico, we're going to see what we can do. So, real life, I'll probably be flying the Martha's Vineyard this summer to bike it again, so I like doing that. That's like my, hey, this is a quick flight from Plymouth to Martha's Vineyard, and take the e-bike and put it in the back and go bike the whole island for a day. But I told my wife, I was like, listen, if you want to go on the boat, we'll just go on the boat and take the bikes. Because biking around Martha's Vineyard is like an awesome way of getting around. Especially on an e-bike, because I actually do use the motor then. It's like one of the rare occasions I actually use the motor. It's pretty cool. We have Lake Francis. Over here on our right. And I'll give you an update on our location. Not much to see here. We just passed Great Falls. There's Choteau. And we're on a beeline for the Canadian border, which is right there. So, the last airport we will see is Cutbank International. Kilo Charlie Tango Bravo. And then literally go to Canada. So, but I can't even remember the last time I flew in Alberta on the simulator. So this is going to be quite interesting. And in August, I'm actually going to Toronto for real to celebrate my friend's wedding. He got married in Vegas this week. But his wife wanted a small little ceremony, and I probably wouldn't be able to go into this. Guy got April vacation with the kids and stuff. So, but congratulations to them both. Looks like they were having fun out there in Vegas. So they went to the mob museum today and stuff like that. So. Got snow in the mountains here. Get an update on our maybe potentially identity theft over here. Looks like they're doing pretty good keeping up with us. Smile. Take a picture. Got some more clouds coming in. What is that? Looks like a ranch. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Cut bank should be coming up here on the right. Those look like big runways, don't they? Even though they're not. Plenty of emergency space to land over here, though. I'm probably trying to pick a road at this point. One, because it's harder than field, but you got traffic down there, so that might not be the best bet either. You want to land somewhere. I mean, that would be kind of cool to land there if you had an emergency, so. Ooh, we got some little mountainous region there. Ooh, excuse me. Ranch, French, Italian, we do it all. Every single one, Digi. Every single one. Alright, we are about 57 minutes out from Calgary. And again, we're going to clear customs. We get right back at it and go to Vulcan. Which I don't think is going to take that long. So. I know in real life I have enough insurance to go to Canada. It's just doing everything else. So, because you have to have so much insurance for liability for the passengers and stuff in order to fly into Canada. But then you need like all these special things too on the plane. So my friend was like, "Oh, let's try it and see about flying up to Toronto." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not flying to Toronto. Not only that, but it's when you rent the plane, it's a 3-hour minimum every night you have it overnight, which makes sense because if you figure it out, they make at least on a good day 3 hours of flying rental income on the thing when doing lessons, because usually each block is 2 hours. It's an hour of like talking to your instructor and going over things, and then it's an hour of flying. And you figure, you know, on a good day it'd be booked up all day, so like from 8 o'clock to like 4 to 6. So what is that? 8, 6, it's almost 12, 10 hours. So that'd be 5 hours of flying. So they're not that bad on requesting that. If you're going to rent it overnight, you have a 3-hour minimum. I've only done that once, though, and that's when I went camping at Parland Field in New Hampshire last July, which was cool. But we'll see. I'm trying to fly real life, but I'm trying to take it a little easier to save some money for the family, if that makes sense, which I think that makes total sense. But once we get back in the good graces, we'll be good. It's not that we're destitute. It's just I'm trying to keep it at a good level here, if you know what I mean. Got a nice little river here. An alkali lake right there. Actually, right back here behind us. Canadian border up ahead. Still waiting to see Cut Bank International, which is going to be out here somewhere. That'll be the last airport for the United States. Alright, well, keep us updated, Alert Badger. P.O. Boss, if that is you, what flight level would you be flying at? Or altitude, if you will. Alright, look at Volanta for an update here. So we started out of Bozeman, Montana. It's part of runway 12. I took a left 45. We cleared it, went downwind and out. Oh, okay. Well, I'm at 10,500. Straight shot up here. It's been pretty good weather. A couple clouds here and there. There's a P.O. Boss, if there was a P.O. Boss there in the Seneca 5. And here we are over here. And that Cut Bank Airport, here it is. It's the last one in the United States that we're going to pass before we go to the Canadian border. Which is going to be right there. So, pretty nice scenery here. I am not as bored as I thought I would be. Really? That's weird. Oh, alright. Sometimes it's hard to see lights during the day, and this only has strobe lights. So this doesn't have, like, you know, a rotating beacon or the white identifier light here for the rear. So, again, the Cirrus is kind of weird with that, if you ask me. I mean, they could have put, probably to stave off some weight, even though it's not much. But we have the nav lights, the strobe lights, and the landing light. That's all you have on a Cirrus. So you're not going to see much from the behind. Seriously, yeah. I have to make an audio file of that now too. See, I got a bunch of things I could do. I just need enough time to do everything. Could we have more than 24 hours in a day? Digi knows what I'm talking about, because when you design scenery or you're really involved in something, you think that the day's too short. That'll be your tagline. Seriously? That was a good one. You know what shirt's been selling at the Etsy store? Very slowly, mind you. And I didn't expect to get many sales. I have to keep beefing it up there when I get time to make more designs, which I have tons of ideas. I just have to do them. But the Amelia Earhart Heroes of Aviation t-shirt has sold and been saved the most. So that seems to be the hottest product out of my Etsy store. And it is rather nice. I bought the poster. So I just have to hang that on the wall. I have my Amelia Earhart Vega 5B fabric with the artwork up there. So I hung that up. But I have to get the rest up on my walls. So I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have like 6 more to locate somewhere in this office. So, but new one I got too is the assault glider one. It has a trim wheel from an actual World War II assault glider from D-Day. I don't know if the plane was in D-Day, but it was the gliders that went to D-Day, so. Where's just set a picture of the aircraft I'm flying onto with Volanta. Okay, alright. Let's see if I can see ya. I can't even see you on Volanta, honestly, anymore. So. Unless that's you. I don't think that's you. No, that's someone else. Okay. Don't look for you, but I'm not seeing. Oh, wait. You are there. Lot 365. Which I don't know if I see pictures. I don't know if that's an option that you need to pay for or not, because I don't pay for Volanta. I use the free settings only. No, that's not you then. Oh, you're over here. Okay, there you are. No, that's Salt Lake City Center. Ah. There you are. Yeah, I love the Air France livery. I don't think it looks that bad, to be honest with you. Last time I went to France was 2000, so that wasn't retro for me back then. Can't remember what airline actually, I flew off on Swiss Air. We went to Switzerland, then we had a connection to Paris, I think. No, did we go to Madrid? I know we departed Madrid because it was like a France-Spain trip, so it does look great. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the new one either, but the old one wasn't bad. Man, things calm down on the mountains here. It's like you got it to the left and that's it. Along with Spock, it's hardly illogical. Look at these colors. And we're about to cross the border in a couple minutes. Just give you a look there. So we are going to change the flight plan go for our moving map after this, but we're almost there, people. We're almost in Canada. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. When I think of Calgary or the Alberta, Canada, I think of Bret the Hitman Hart. The man's amazing. So he's been doing a lot, and it's kind of fun to see like him still doing things at I don't want to say his age, because I don't think that he's like the oldest person ever, but I remember watching wrestling with Bret the Hitman Hart and thought he was amazing. Right. The headwind, 11 knots. Not too bad. We go a little faster in this thing, but it's the headwind. Now that's that alert area I was telling you about. That's 9,500 and below from what I read. So we're not going to worry about that. 10,005. 10.5. I'm going to sound all fancy. 10.5. The 10.5, you know, so. But that's what that would be over there. Also, this is a Mode Charlie place, so make sure that you have a Mode Charlie transponder, or else you're not allowed in here. Why are you having so many problems? It just seems like, isn't it Shift E or something like that to open and close the doors? That's what it was in the old keyboard shortcuts, but yeah, I don't know why you're having all those problems. Seem to have someone following us. And I'm trying to see if I can see you on the simulator. Well, I don't see you. So same thing with me. You gotta get closer, I guess. Or else it's like a menu setting. So I know on the Cirrus Vision Jet, you have the little buttons on the whatever G3000 there. Sorry, just allergies again. My daughter has them bad too. Spock, how's your E6B reading? Excuse me, I might mute my mic while I hack up a lung here. Give me a second. I'm good. I'm good. Alright, we're just about there. There's actually an airport right on the border. Whetstone International, so I was wrong. They have a little stuff going on here, but that should be right in front of us, and that would be right where the border is. So, we gotta keep an eye out here. I'll tell you when we cross into the Canada territory here. And as of that moment, we're paying for Canada ATC coverage in real life. So, there you go. Sorry. Yeah, it's an actual airport. There you go, there it is. So once we cross that airport, that's right where the border is. Kind of interesting that that's right on the border. Huh. Where's customs? I'm gonna take it like maybe that's it right there. Yeah, it could be a logistical nightmare, you know. As pilot in command, you are in charge of planning your plane. I wonder where the stop is for crossing the border. It's gonna be somewhere around here. It could be that. Or it could be this thing right here. That actually looks like it right there, so. Yeah. Looks like you'd have to turn off over here. So there's the Border Patrol, and we are in Canada almost. I think my electronic flight bag's a little delayed. So we are in Canada right now. And that's what you're seeing over there. So alright, we're going to switch to flight plan go. Maps. Click on where I am. Now we have the Canadian sectional. Actually, even that's showing that I'm not there yet. So this must be it right here. This is the border. Very interesting. Gosh. Alright, let's make it so. Number one, make it so. We're in Canada, everyone. And, as far as what we're looking at here, let me turn off this following thing here. This is the actual Canadian VFR charge, which Flight Plan Go has. And it's free, so. It's in 9,500. It's an alert area. It's a wind turbine farm. Unlighted to our right, but it's a straight shot to Calgary. Other than that, and I'm still trying to learn how to read Canadian charts better. See, that says 5,000 ASL to 8,000, I'm thinking. Let me check that with Sky Vector. See if I'm right on that. This says on Sky Vector that the airspace around Calgary is 8,000 to 12,500. Then this ring is 8,000 to 5,500, excuse me. So where's that say over here? C to below 5,500. I'm just trying to make sense of the stuff here. And they don't have Bravo versus Charlie airspace. It's just basically Charlie airspace, if you will, in a way. So they don't really designate between Bravo and Charlie in Canada, from what I'm seeing, from what I've been told. But we would have to contact them around here and ask for permission, though. Go in there. This itself, this is a Mode C thing. So this is still Class E, if you will. So that's not a problem. It's just that they want you to... Oh, this must be Class E to 2,200, Class E to 700 feet. So yeah, it's a little different, but it's doable. I should probably get out of this so you can actually see all this stuff, huh? Yeah, might be nice to see some Canada. Welcome to Canada. Oh, Canada. I don't know all the words, so I'm just going to stop there. I don't want to make a fool of myself. Alright, we're about to go over that alert area, so we will remain alert even though it's at 9,500 feet and below. God, it looks gorgeous here still. It's kind of a lot of flat land here in Alberta, though. Getting a TCAS warning. Hey, look, I see someone forming off my left there. Very nice. You look like you're just kind of shuffling by there. Yeah. Are you waving? Are you having problems? Nice. A boot. I love it. If you watch CDL or Factual Gull, I love it when they do a boot and stuff like that. So, but yeah, Tim Hortons. I don't mind Tim Hortons, actually. I mean, the sandwiches are usually pretty good. The coffee, yeah, it's okay. But what I do like at Tim Hortons is I like the iced chai. So, looking pretty good there. Model matching's pretty good too, right? Does that look comparable to what you're flying tonight? I don't know if it is. I thought you were in a Piper Seneca. What is it that I'm looking at there then? You got open cockpit on that thing and everything. Very nice. Oh, you're ghosting me. You're ghosting. Big time. Yeah, well, you got an open cockpit in my version. So I don't know what model matching is working on that one. But are you on VATSIM or are you on Microsoft Flight Simulator only? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought, so. I don't know why it's not showing me a Seneca. I thought FSLTL might have a Seneca in it, but maybe not. Well, at least I see you. I'm getting an ADSB warning on you for traffic. It's pretty cool that it does that more often now. Alright, and out there, what you're seeing is Lethbridge, Canada. That's what you're seeing out here on out there. So this is the first time I've flown to Canada in a while on stream. But I like to fly the St. Lawrence River the whole way. That's another activity, much like the Star Trek Pilgrimage Flight series, which we're ending tonight. And yeah, I mean, it's Canada. What can you say? I find Canadian people to be very friendly. Got that wind farm over here. Alright, but they said they would be there. Non-lit, but it's there. And I have to get used to these Canadian charts more. Instead of saying mean sea level, they say above sea level in their charts. Should be another little town here called Spring Coulee. Over here somewhere. And that's the St. Mary Reservoir right here. I want to get a fuel check really fast. Make sure we're good. I got some winds going on here too. Yeah, we can switch to the left. We're on boost going to left. There we go. Wind turbines are cool to see in real life too. When I flew to Parliament Field for that camping trip, they had some on top of the mountains there. Uh-oh, don't be doing that. Keep loading. Oh, there you are. I was like, where'd you go? Did you see me as a Cirrus? That's quite an interesting model. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Oh, cool. What's your ground speed in that thing, if you don't mind me asking? You got a double piston there, though. We're traveling at 175. For some reason, it's doing this weird thing where it just doesn't want to follow autopilot. But we're cool. Multi-engine there. That did not look like a Seneca at all. That model matching. I know that. I guess you grounded 170. It's just weird. I think I own the Seneca. I just don't fly it a lot. Could have sworn I bought the Seneca. Maybe I didn't. I thought I did. Quite interesting. Unless it's because I have V-Pilot on. No. Interesting. I'm not going to disconnect from V-Pilot, but maybe if I just did Microsoft Flight Simulator to show you as a Seneca. Maybe it's my VMR matching rules. Because I always had model matching problems on V-Pilot, but now I seem to not as much. But I put the FSLTL VMR in there, so no, it shouldn't. That's true, actually. I don't know. Let me see if I own the Seneca or if I have it loaded in my scenery. I do. Coronado. PA-34, Seneca 5. Yeah, that's what you're flying. Weird. Alright, Vulcan, by the way. Would be. A little further up north from us. So let me show you this actually. So we're there, right outside Lethbridge, in a way. Vulcan is Charlie Foxtrot X-Ray 6, but we're going up to Calgary and then go back down. So, let's see if we can see Vulcan. It's a very small town. And this is it, though. This is the final Star Trek pilgrimage flight. With a decked llama out there in the distance as well. At least I can see your nav lights and everything. You see my nav lights at all? They're kind of more to the side, so you can't see them from there. You can see my strobe lights, though. Yeah, strobe lights are to the side. See one white in the back tail, even though it doesn't exist in real life. Interesting. If anything, you should see the strobe lights on wings. Beautiful weather here. Not real well timed, but beautiful weather. Got a little turbulence, you can hear it in the plane there. Some interesting stuff over here, huh? God, remember FS 2004? They had this mod thing that you could alter the terrain around rivers with, and now you don't even need that. That's just to make rivers look like rivers, like sunk in a little bit. But it was all generic. We've come a long way. Excuse me. Right, 31 minutes out from Calgary. Excuse me. By the way, if you want to know how much one of those Seneca 5s costs, it just says, it says $398,000 for a 97 one on controller.com. So, because I was looking at what a Seneca looked like, just to make sure I wasn't seeing the wrong thing. Here's a 2013, yours for only the bargain price of $599,995. And payments as low as $3,833.97 monthly. Yeah. So if anyone's thinking about any Christmas gifts, no, just kidding. Very cool. See, I wouldn't even think about flying here if it wasn't for these Star Trek pilgrimage flights. So they are, yeah. The new 172s are going for what, like almost 300,000? Depends on what you want in it. But I know someone that bought one and then leased it back to a flight school, so I'm hoping to go in one someday with that person. But I had a flight fund for a plane starting. I have about $8,000 saved up, and now I'm just holding it as like a rainy day fund and letting it grow, if anything. I'm trying not to touch it at all. But they can go for $500,000. That's because all the electronics and stuff in it, and it's new. And well, the Cirruses aren't much different, but I'd rather go for a Cirrus, I think, if I had to pay that much money. But the market on planes itself is just terrible right now. Like, they're still high. They're not as high as they were. But, like, if I wanted, like, a 172N, like I rent, that's the one I kind of like. It's not the P, it's not the M. It's kind of like the late 70s Cessna 172. You're talking anywhere from bare bones, high engine time, 70,000, to insanely priced, but yet still nice electronics, $150,000. And like before this whole craze took off on prices, you could find a nice 172N for about 90,000 with some nice electronics in it. So take it as you will, but prices are insane. Even like a 152, which I thought about buying because I usually fly by myself anyways, but a 152, a nice one, I've seen them go for like $60,000-$70,000, and I'm talking like decked out IFR, which I don't know why you'd want that in a 152 unless that was, it's kind of like the light sport market, you know. But I think they'll go down because people are going to stop buying them at some point, usually during a bad economy, which, you know, that could happen if we don't watch out with this inflation. But people are paying it. That's the thing, and that's why the prices are that high, you know. If you were in 2009, and I wasn't a pilot then at all, I wasn't even close to being a pilot, but 2009 when everything went crashing and people owed money and losing their houses and stuff, like, no offense, I made out back then on houses. I bought my first house in 2009. The government gave me $8,000 to buy a house, and I was lucky to have enough for my wife to have a down payment. And that's only because I fell into a little bit of money from my father, who basically loaned money to my brother and said, well, I'm not going to see it back, so here, have some money. So we went and bought a house, and then we sold that house, and we got this house that we love. You know, but it's all about the timing, you know, and you can't be in a rush. I mean, the benefits of renting is that I can fly 7 different aircraft at my school. So I can fly, I have a choice from like 2 152s, 3 172s, 2 Piper Warriors, and the Piper Archer, basically. So I can fly all of those. I've signed off on all of those. And I don't have to pay for hangar fees, maintenance, or anything, or even fuel. Fuel's figured into that, so. Yeah, so you have the newer ones, too. That's nice. We have a 172M, 172N, and 172P. And I usually take the P if I take passengers. Like if I'm taking, like, 2 of my friends, see that a little more portly, all of us. I'll take that because it has the higher weight limit on it, so. But the Archer is really nice, too. But then you got to think about where you're going with it, you know. Like the 152 is slow, but it's I think it's like $120 an hour now wet. When I started doing lessons, it was $95 an hour wet. And they hit you with a $6 surcharge for fuel. So every hour it's $6 extra. So, well, you shouldn't feel spoiled. The reason why a lot of schools did that is because they figure if they're training future airline pilots, they want them to get used to glass cockpits ASAP. Like I was trained on steam gauge, but it's not like I don't understand this. It's just this is just more compact. And you gotta push a button to find stuff on it. But once you get used to it, but I also read like POH manuals on these and stuff before I fly them. I try studying them when I can, like a real world pilot, you know, because I am a real world pilot. You get what I'm saying though. And that way I kind of learn the ins and outs. But if you did steam gauge, you'd have to get used to it. That's all it is. Like where do I look for this thing? Oh, it's there, you know. And each gauge is different. That's the biggest difference. Instead of being all airspeed here, altitude here, you know, be like an altimeter gauge, and the airspeed gauge, and then you have your DG in a different place. So I want to feel spoiled. It's what a lot of flight schools are going after. My flight school is more about let's get people up in the air, let's get them up, you know, kind of cheap to get the lessons through, you know. So. I mean, I'm not going to be a snob and say, hey, I think everyone should learn on steam gauges first, but it is a good skill to have. And you could do that in the sim, honestly, to orient yourself with that, too. So, I mean, Jet Pilot Simon didn't seem to have a problem flying the 172P when I visited him in New York, and he's used to flying an Embraer at that point. So, you know, like real life. He did gun the engine a little bit more than I would. So, like, we went down the Hudson Skyline and, like, you know, usually set it back to about 2,400 RPMs or so, you know. No, he was at, like, 25, sometimes trying a little further than that, if a little bit, you know. And I was like, whoa, man. But he's used to flying in jets, so I get it. Oh, if you ever come to the Boston area, let me know. I fly out of Plymouth. I'll take you up in the steam gauge. Alright, well, there's just a lot of farmland between us and Calgary, but we're going to try to take a look at Vulcan, which is way up there. And, I mean, it's gorgeous in its own right, but it is kind of a little bit boring, I got to be honest with you, as well. It's farmland. I've never been to Alberta in real life either, so. I'm on the East Coast, so I'm usually like, yeah, a lot of green. You got some color here, though. I don't know what you're seeing. I got the Google Maps mod here, but Bing's got to look a little bit kind of like this, right? Bing's actually gotten better from what I saw last time. I forgot to load this, but I still prefer the Google Maps imagery. A lot of green, a lot of farms. Big Bad Parliament. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, if you ever come to the Boston area, less contrast. Oh, yeah, that's part of the reason why I use the Google Map imagery. Not that it's perfect, it's not, but generally it looks a lot better in my opinion. But it does cost money now if you want this really nice scenery. You can get it free. You get the free Google Maps imagery, which I don't know if that's a lot different, because again I donated $5. But we seem to have civilization over there. What's that? That is our Claresholm, Alberta. There's an airport right over there. Calgary coming up ahead somewhere. There's an underground pipeline according to the sectional right below us. I'll show you what I mean. So I don't know if you could see a pipeline, but there is one underground. We're flying right over it. See any pipeline? I don't see any pipeline, but I do see some Googles out there. See that? That's a negative thing about your Google Maps. Sometimes it shows the copyright on it, but you know, from a distance you can't really see it though. Well, you can, but you gotta be looking for it, right? Looks good still. It's underground. I wonder why they would put that on a sectional. Like, do you see like an indentation or something? Like, is this the underground pipeline right here? This little shadowy thing. It's kind of weird that they say underground pipeline, which then goes to that town over there somewhere. Look at that beautiful tile right there. Alright. We got some lakes. We got a big lake up there, Frank Lake. It's called Frank Lake. So I'll let you know when we get there. That's the next biggest lake we're gonna see, maybe. How are we doing on fuel? I'm gonna switch to the right. We're on boost. Yep. And switching to the right. There we go. Oh boy. This flight feels a lot longer than what it really is, I think. 22 minutes to Calgary. And let's get some frequencies for Calgary, shall we? Oops. Now I'm going crazy on the electronic flight back here. Alright. So airports. This is kind of weird, but FBOs, the signature there, which is where we're going to go. Information. Frequencies. There we go. Clearance is 120.825. Tower. What about weather? Oh, it's giving me the METAR currently. But what's the frequency there? This is why we check this now. Oh, there it is. ATIS 114.8. That's not weird. Wait a minute, that's not it. What is it then? It's 118.4 for tower. What's the weather? If not, we'll cheat on SkyVector. It says 130.13, 15 square miles visibility, fuel at 8,600, fuel at 26. So if we're doing that, 130, it means we're landing 17 or 11. I don't know. Well, if I do 11, it's a little bit closer, I think. No, let's do 17, right? Then we'll go to signature. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at right now, too. So we're going to do 17, right? There's 3 FBOs on the field. Signature's over there. And just coast down somewhere, take a right, and then bang it right down there to signature. And, yeah. I thought it would have the ATIS frequency. Maybe clearance would give it to you. Let's try that. 120.825. And if not, I'm going to push the scroll. So, alright, Alert Badger, have fun. Where are you? I didn't even see you up there. Nope. What did you say you were? 3-0, 3 uniform 3. You're way back here then, no? Yeah, there you are. There you are. Yep. Yeah, that'd be a small airfield there for that jet. You have to take 1735, and even then you have to kind of pray a little bit. But there's Calgary. And here's where we are, P.O. Boss and myself. So, anyways, I'm gonna figure out this ATIS thing, and I'm gonna have to push the all-time favorite key of most pilots, scroll lock, to figure out how we get the ATIS here. There's airport list, Calgary. There's Vulcan. Because I didn't see, I know the traffic there. Okay, Calgary. No. You wouldn't think that there are this many fields around you. Did I miss it? Charlie, Yankee, Yankee, Charlie. I didn't think I missed it, but I guess I did. Oh, there it is. ATIS 128.225. Then why doesn't it say that? Anyways, here we go. We'll write this down too. Pen. I can't write on this flight plan go app as well. That kind of tells you. Oh, what's that doing? Okay, Alpha. Let's hear this again. 135 at 14. Type this on Notepad. Alright, so like I said, we're probably doing 17 right. Okay. Good enough. Over to Uticom. Alright, so 17 right, PO. That's where we're going to land. And, information. There's an airport of entry. I'm trying to figure out procedures. Aerodrome. Chart. Oh, they did have the aerodrome chart. Excuse me. So they have that information here. Clearance delivery, apron, ground, tower. That's where I could have found it. ATIS, there it is. Yeah, seeing what I'm seeing? I just didn't know where it was on the app. So what we have to do is we have to go to airports. And we have to go to procedures, and then it's under there. So, attention all users. We're not doing instrument, we're doing VFR, so there's kind of vector us in to that, but we're probably going to do that ourselves. Alright, well, cool. I'm glad that I know where the chart is now. It's kind of weird to put it there, though, isn't it? The question is it a left pattern or a right pattern? Probably wouldn't be either, because it would just be air traffic control coming in there. So here's what we're going to do. If I'm coming from the south, and I was thinking I was ATC, and I'm using the parallel 17 left runway, I'd probably say make a right traffic pattern for 17 right. And that's what we're going to do. So that's what we're going to pretend we're doing, because on Volanta, which we'll make a final check on, there's no ATC here. So we're going to do a right downwind for runway 17 right, which means we'll hang out here, come in here, 45 it, come down here, and land on 17 right. Signature is right down here off of Alpha. That's where we're going to park. Everyone got that? Good. And now I don't need this cheap airport diagram because I know it's there. Alright, cool. I'm happy. Yay. Just didn't know where to get the chart from. So, thank you, Alert Badger, by the way. I don't know if you heard me, so hope you have a great night. Right downwind, 17 right. Wow, look at the color over here. What's that thing? Alright. Haven't done a right pattern in some time either, so it's going to be quite interesting. Let's get them. Oops, I closed out the app. Why? Because I'm not smart. Flight plan, go. Let's go. Maps. Maps. Alright. Calgary is ahead of us over here, so that's what we're seeing in the distance. And what's the altitude at this airport? That's the other thing. Let's go back to the chart here. Elevation, 3,555. So we want to be about 4,600 for pattern altitude. And we are currently... I can't tell you how far out. Give me a second here. Well, when we hit the outer boundaries of the airspace, we'll start our descent. How's that? Which is this line right here. This is another alert area over here. That's all that is. I'm trying to make sense of these Canadian charts. They're not much harder, but they're different, you know? So this is what I'm looking at. We're about to hit Frank Lake, though. You see that? So that's pretty cool. It's Frank Lake, everybody. No, that's not it. Where is it? I don't see it. Where's Frank Lake? I don't see it. That's kind of weird. Is it green? Am I missing something? Kind of weird. Yeah, I see that. Unless this isn't picking up the right GPS coordinates or something. Vulcan, by the way, is out there. So we'll be heading out there after we land at Signature and do customs and take off. Exactly. Same thing. P.O. Boss, same thing. And it's very much... We don't know how good we have in the U.S. Because in the U.S., it's very much leave you alone unless you have to go around this airport that has traffic or anything like that. Like, you could literally fly VFR like we are doing tonight with no ATC in a lot of America. In Europe, you got to be under their auspices, like, a lot of the time, from what I understand. We did a GA flight in England to France, and it was to Paris-Orly. And that was... No, was it Orly? I can't remember. It was the airport right downtown Paris. And they looked at me weird when I asked for VAT Sim assistance on that. And then they had this whole VFR approach that you had to do. So it was weird. So America, I mean, they care, and we also pay with ATC with our taxes, whereas other countries and stuff, we have to. Sorry about the ad. We have to pay them. Like right now, we'd be paying for the ATC in Canada. They'd send a bill to the registration on this plane, and we'd have to pay it for ATC services. Same thing in Europe. Like wherever you fly, they usually have a fee. Cuba, I learned, charges you like $200 to use their services whenever you overfly or in their airspace. So we're very fortunate, kind of, that I guess the government runs it. It's a socialism, if you will, at its finest for ATC in America. But that's why we don't have to pay for ATC, because we kind of already do with our tax dollars. So, and again, you have all these places you can just kind of fly to without having to contact anybody. But you're also responsible for, you know, keeping an eye on traffic. Like that guy over there. See that? Alright. I don't think this flight plan go thing is working. So let me try reconnecting. You know what it is? Probably isn't connected, because I probably have to re-jog its thing here. That is working. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we passed Frank Lake a long time ago. Now it's working. I just had to reconnect it to the GPS out there. Alright, we gotta start our descent here. So, we are gonna get Allison on the horn first. So let's do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened, and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft.
Let's go down
Thank
to
you.
about 5,600. And send down a little bit faster than that. Down. Down, not up. Down. Thank you. Do about 500. 500 is comfortable for most people. That's what we aim for in the 172. We are making our final descent. But yeah, it was interesting when we flew in Europe. It's like you had to like report where you were, and then there was a VFR approach into Paris, and there was restricted airspace all around it because they didn't want you flying over Paris. So the Bow River is coming up. That's what we're probably seeing right here, actually. The Bow River. And what's this thing? That's South Calgary Airport. It has an R next to it, so I'm thinking it's either restricted or it's private. There's also a heliport down here too, to our left somewhere. And that would be the Winton Highwood. Probably an airport with a heliport from what I'm seeing here. I'm trying to make sense of these Canadian VFR charts, which aren't the hardest, but a little confusing for us American pilots. They're just different. Yeah, exactly. Well, in America, we try to avoid it by going VFR, but in Europe, I don't think you can. They wanna make sure you're okay. Let's descend at 700. All right, let me just double check my altitudes here. We want to be at about 1,000 over. So yeah, like 4,600. See, it's a good thing I checked. All right, and we'll probably give a little call out here. I wish it gave you some distance. Actually, it does. No, it just says my altitude. Okay. Just gives the ultimate distance. Okay. Winds, weather, ADSB. What's MOS? I don't know what that is. Okay, well, we're coming up, so Calgary right out there. We're going to swing over to the left here. I'm going to take it off autopilot in a couple minutes. Let's just keep it going straight for now. Calgary traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot, approximately 15 nautical miles south of the airfield. We'll be entering a right downwind for runway 17 right, Calgary. I said that right, 17? Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm not saying they're weird, like I get it. There are a lot of different oops, no Christmas lights. There are a lot of different countries all around, and
Charlie traffic, 78 to 10 is down to clear off of runway 12 right on Charlie. 3.
Okay, I didn't hear what you were saying. What? But anyways, a lot of small countries. They want to make sure that you're safe and this and that. But in a lot of it's very dense there, like the northeast of America. So I guess that also has a portion to play it. But yeah, we are very lucky in America. I don't know if it's because I was just trained in America, but it seems like we have it a little easier in the thought process on all that stuff. And yet, we could go over to America, go over to Europe, and as long as there's an N-registered plane, you could fly in Europe. You'd have to get signed out and still stuff, but I don't know. They had this thing on Facebook, and I don't know how realistic this is because it is Facebook, but they had this thing. All right, we're going to fly manual now. They had this thing where it said they are trying to make it on this one company where you could get signed out once with them, and then you could fly planes all over the United States as long as they're their planes. So I don't know about that, but it seems like a good idea if you trust in yourself.
Traffic, Jazz 7810 on Charlie 3, retention Charlie, crossing 29 for Golf into the ramp for Conquest B for gate 35.
Hey, look, Calgary's loading. Look at that. Right in front of a very ice. See if I can get a picture. This wind, something with this wind, I'm going to put my right rudder in. This wind is causing us some turbulence here. I don't think there's a rudder trim on this thing, is there? Could be. Alright. So 17 right would be... We gotta swing out here, actually. And we are allowed to go over the city, which is kind of cool. So that'll give us a little view there, too. But, man, I'm getting some choppiness up here. You getting choppiness over there, P.O. Boss? I got real cat turbulence working. It seems to be working. It's kicking them. I got a little right rudder in here. It's 17 right, so we're going to go over here. And then bang it in there for a right down. Right downwind. And Calgary traffic, Cirrus Nautical Foxtrot, 8 nautical miles south of the airport, transitioning to the west for entry into a right downwind for 17 right, Calgary. Look at that, though. Got downtown here. Pretty cool. I want to try to keep that right rudder in so it keeps it straighter. And another picture. Yeah. Very nice. Maybe we'll take the drone out really fast and check out Calgary. Seems to be a factory out there too, or something. What's that? Oh no, I thought it was smoke out there. It's a little hazy out there though. All right, so again, we're gonna park at Calgary. I mean, on at Signature over here, which is over here. So be a boss if you wanna join me there. Please do.
Calgary traffic, Jazz 7810 is crossing runway 29 off of Golf on Charlie.
Alright. Why do I hear birds? Did you hear birds? I hear birds. That must be where the Calgary Flames play, one of these. Very nice. Right about pattern altitude. No, we're not. Alright. Calgary traffic, Cirrus Nautical Foxtrot, we're about 5 nautical miles to the southwest and joining a right downwind for runway 17 right. Calgary.
Calgary traffic,
oh, sorry.
7810 is down and off of runway 29 on Golf.
Alright. Well, I'm sorry. I was saying, did you hear birds? I heard birds for some reason. I don't know why. That's downtown Calgary, everybody. That's pretty impressive. Look at that. There were birds? You hear that? I heard of birds. Also, I'm hearing things. Alright, I'm going to call one of them right downwind. Get a little closer here. Trim up a little bit. Kick a little more speed in. Oh, don't do the plane. The plane. You know it. Looking pretty good, right? I gotta check where my wing is. Right downwinds are a little harder for visibility here. So you kind of guesstimated, but we're looking good. So, all right, I'm going to call it. Calgary traffic, Cirrus Nautical Foxtrot, right downwind, 17 right, full stop, Calgary. Looking pretty good, about 5,000, no, 4,600, that's okay. We're a little high, but we're all right. We're all right. runway's right over below us, so I want to get a little further out here. So, I forget what I said for the scenery, but this is payware. Trim down, the man said. Alright, we're gonna have to kick back to 25% power soon anyways. Here's some planes. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna extend the downwind here. So that way we can get a really good visual here. Alright, I'm gonna worry about the landing now, so I'm gonna stick my Tobii eye tracker on and try using it, because I've been practicing with that off stream and it helps out with the peripheral vision. So okay, clear on the right. I'm gonna turn base. I'm gonna do 25% too. There we go. Take a base. Calgary traffic, Sirius Echo Foxtrot, right downwind to right base, runway 17, right, Calgary. Still very high. Alright. Flaps. Come on now, flaps. Angle down. Turn final, I couldn't see crap. This is why I extended the downwind. Hey, we didn't end up that bad. Look at that, everybody. That is 17 right? Yep. Alright, we're going to need full flaps here soon. Calgary traffic, Sirius Echo Foxtrot, final, 17 right, full stop, Calgary. We're going to turn off to the right here. A little fast, we'll kick those flaps in and we'll get down to 85. Pretty impressive to see the city and everything, huh? Look at that. Yep, sorry. I started my replay program, which I'm probably not going to use because it's going to be too confusing. Yeah, forget that. Alright, just land the plane, the man said. Full flaps. It's 109 on the flap extension speed. We gotta be around 85. Calgary traffic, Sirius Echo Foxtrot, final 17 right, Calgary. Boy, that really dropped my speed there, huh? Looking pretty good. Keep that speed where it is. Sim add-ons. That's what made this Calgary. That 17 right looks very small to me. I don't know why. Seems like we have a little wind from the left here, PO, so be careful. Throttle out. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay, turning off the Tobii eye tracker, and we're good. Nice. Alright, let me get off this runway now. Is that a hold short here? I didn't even check for a landing hold short, but I'm gonna keep going. Because it seems like there's an airport vehicle on the landing runway. Let me get up my chart here. I'm taking a right over here. What is this? I'm going to clear it here. Sorry, P.O. Boss. We're in Alpha 1. Okay. We're going to turn Alpha. Calgary traffic, Sirius Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 17 right at Alpha 1, Calgary. Alright, I'm going to do my checklist here. Yep. checklist. And after landing, flaps up, power lever 1000, transponder staying on, pitot heat can go off this time, and fuel pump can go off at this time. I left it on. There we go. What are we doing on fuel, by the way? We did pretty good. Alright, and we're going to announce our taxi, because this is a major airport. But let's see if we can see P.O. Boss's landing. Probably not. I'm trying. I missed it. I tried. I tried. Oh well. It's a weird taxiway over there, isn't it? Kind of weird. Welcome to Calgary, P.O. Boss. Alright, let me taxi out of here so you can actually get in here too. Okay. Calgary traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot, taxiing to Signature via Alpha, Calgary. I think this is Alpha. It said Alpha on the sign. Signature should be right at the end of this whole thing. Calgary in the distance there. Pretty sweet pictures. It's hard to take pictures and taxi at the same time. I'm gonna try. Almost caught what? What do you mean caught it? The bird? You almost caught the bird? Oh boy. Alright, there is a runway we have to cross. 826 here. Up ahead. Oh yeah, I almost caught you landing. I'm sorry, man. I tried. It's a lot going through my head. As there should be after landing. Man, it's cool that you can see Calgary from here, though. Look at that. And Signature, it says customs, too. So, I mean, that's why I'm thinking we get on there and it wouldn't be long for customs to get there. And then we'll change everything over to Vulcan. I don't think we need fuel, by the way. Maybe we'll take fuel anyways. I mean, that's kind of my unwritten rule in real life, so. I think we're going to go where those jets are. We got to cross this runway first, though, so look for a hold short line over here. Aileron correction to the left, thanks to that windsock. Okay, I'm gonna say crossing this runway too. Clear on the left. Clear on the right. Okay. Calgary traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot crossing 2608 at Alpha, Calgary. That way, if anyone was trying to land there, they'd know that I'm going to be crossing it, and I'd still have to watch out for. Oh, hey, we got some hang time on that one. You see that? Thanks for add-ons. That was good. Got some hang time. Got some WestJet over here. Wow, impressive. And Signature is supposed to be somewhere around here. Let me pull up this airport diagram again. Signature's supposed to be right over here in these hangars. So I'm looking for a signature sign. Interesting. Air Transat, you never see that in America. Or maybe you do. I don't know. WestJet I've seen a couple times. Alright, well, we're supposed to park over here. So I'm just gonna pull in over here because these WestJets, I don't think they'd be here in real life because it says the signature. Hey, look, there are birds. How cool is that? I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to bust the UE here to my left.
You're on guard with...
Oh my god. Those birds are going to need a guard. And they're not going to be meowing. They're going to be chirp, 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 and dead. Just pull in front of the birds. That's an add-on too. By Sim Oak Company or something like that. But alright. So listen, we got to turn this thing off and pretend we did customs. So, let me get my checklist out. And I'll show it to you too. This is what I'm looking at. There's P.O. Boss floating by the way. Floating by. Right through the Air Transat. Nice job. You're floating on air. It's like you have magic in that thing or something. Nice job. Alright, so we're going to shut this off, refuel it, and then turn it back on. How's that? That's what we're going to do. Shut down, avionics switch off. Fuel pump is off, mixture cut off. I'm going to turn all lights off except for strobe. Mixture cut off. And that was 2 hours of flying to Calgary from Bozeman, Montana. I'm going to look at this airport too a little bit. Mags off, master off, strobe's off. This other battery thing that never works on my panels off. Parking brake on. And let's go take a look. I gotta turn off the follow mode though. And I might take a quick break. I don't mean to be a potty pooper, but I might have to go use the restroom after this. So not only will we have customs, which is they're figuring that out now, checking the paperwork. I thought they'd have signature over here, which it is over here in real life. It's actually this hangar right here. So know that this is the signature FBO. And that this thing over here, this AME thing. Did I take out a whole hangar for you? Awesome. I'm mayhem. You're chaos. Those are our nicknames now. Seriously, I'm gonna refer to you as chaos if I can remember that from now on every stream. This is customs over here, I believe. That's why we parked there. But let's. Oh, I should probably turn off the tablet too. Let's check the Sim Add-ons Calgary. See what it looks like here. We have something over here too. Now go check out the main terminal. What is this? This is Viking. Got Air Canada's over there. Let's go to the main terminal. What's this over here actually? SO hangar. That's kind of interesting. What's this thing? That's all I'm going to say is, what is this thing? Oh, I got some, looks like de-icing station here. Nice. Here's WestJet. Obviously a main hub for them. We have another aircraft there. Now, see, that looks like a Seneca, doesn't it? That looks like more of a Seneca. Let's put it that way. What is that? No, that's a Beechcraft. Okay. Looks like a Beech 1900 or something. There's WestJet right here. Pretty cool to see that. The control tower. So, you know, it's pretty good payware. It's not the best, but it's not bad. Let's get a tower shot here. That's what we look like from the tower, all the way over there. Wow. Nice. Alright, and let's go check out the main terminals here. Calgary Airport right there. The gates could be better. Digi, don't do your gates like this. That's the King Air? Yeah. Yeah, we got lots of jet traffic. This is probably FSLTL. It imports flight aware into the simulator for rural traffic. It's not bad scenery. The gates need a lot of work, though. Those gates are hard. Look at those terrible gates. And if these have gates in real life, they don't even have them. So, I don't know. Hey, look, it's American Air Flight Air. That's Calgary. And then downtown Calgary over there. I'm going to try to fly there really fast. Here we go. Full speed, Captain. All she's got. And I honestly don't know if I have add-on scenery for this or not, but it's going to load some stuff here, so Give it some time. Some colorful houses there. Downtown Calgary. I have no clue where the Calgary Flames play, but I'm guessing it's this big place over here. I could be wrong on that. I could be right on that, too. Calgary Stampede. That's a football team, or it was a football team. Is it still a football team? The Canadian Football League. Or is that soccer? I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe this is part of the Sim add-ons package. That's what I'm thinking. Downtown Calgary, everybody. We still need to make the Vulcan. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Otto on, even though he's not going to be flying. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to use the restroom really fast. And I will be right back. Like, it'll give me a couple minutes here. Let me just get him up here. I'll be right back. Thank you, Otto. Shout out to Otto, the autopilot, everybody. We have to do it. I haven't done it all night.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
I'll go back to the passengers.
Alright, so that's Calgary. And now we're going to go back to Signature. And we are going to refuel. Because we just passed customs. That's what we're taking it as anyways. Pia Boss, you're with me still. That's awesome. Thank you for being patient. Let's refill the fuel. No, not the weather. Fuel. As we stare at these lovely pigeons in front of us. Why is this? Okay, good. We only did 40% of our gas there. Not bad. Alright, we should be full, which we'll find out in a second. And let's start this plane back up, and we're going to take off to Vulcan. So let me get that pointed to here. Actually, I think we'll set on that. So we'll start up and we'll do that stuff. Okay. Yeah, so that did tracking on that too. That's where we went down there. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go down Alpha to 17 right. And that's what we're going to depart from. Cool? I think that sounds good. Alright, so let's get our starting checklist here. Okay, pre-flight clear, emergency clear, blah, 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 blah. Battery master switch is on. Icing can go off. Okay, strobe lights going on. And mixture full rich. Power lever full forward. I'm going to prime. 1, 2, 3, boost. Very good. By the way, no way to get through customs that fast. 1/4 of an inch on the throttle. Yep, you did. You totally had to pass through customs. You know what? And they probably looked at you more than me. Just being funny. All right, brakes are on. Clear prop. Clear prop. All right, very good. That didn't mean anything by that, by the way. All right, power lever to 1,000. Oil pressure is in the green. My ears are itchy. Ah. Alternator master switch is on. Good. Avionics going on. Okay, I'm gonna go direct to Charlie Foxtrot X-Ray 6. So I plug the stuff in now. X-ray. Six. Wrong way, Eric. There we go. Alright, so we got a direct there. I never did get my altitude setting on what I'm going to do. So let's look at the map here. I think we can go a little lower on this one, right? Yeah, well, get off that thing. Ah! There you go. We're heading east, so even. I'd say 5,500 just to stay above anything. So that's what we're going to do. 5,500. Okay. We're good there. Checklist. Okay, engine parameters are in the green. Good. Meters checked. 28.2. Looking good. Okay, flaps up. Just making sure. Visual. Yep. Okay, radio avionics. We are on. VETS and Unicom. We're doing good. Cabin heat and frost as required. We're going to leave it off for now, but if it ices up, we'll go back on there. Oh, I meant, well, this heat. Yeah, I'm going to leave it on. What is it outside? 7 degrees Celsius. Not bad. I guess so. I didn't even think of that. Alright, we're going to taxi. We're going to call our taxi and go down there and do a run-up somewhere. Maybe on the way while we get down there. It's a long way. So, alright. Let's get our chart back out here. Alright. Notice that doesn't give you letters, though, does it? Like, I don't see letters. I mean, I guess this A might be. Yeah, that is. Just that's Bravo. Charlie. I don't get it. I don't get it. I know this is Alpha. So, anyways. Alright, seeing that we're at a major airport here. Calgary traffic, Cirrus Echo Foxtrot at signature, taxiing to runway 17 right via Alpha, cross runway 826, and cross runway 1129er to 17 right, Calgary. Park and break off. Don't kill the birds. There's even little baby birds there. Did you see that? Look at that. They'd be all chopped up and stuff, and I feel bad. I feel bad. Okay. Excuse me. I know I went to Montreal back in 2007 for my bachelor party. My brother thought it would be a good idea to go to Montreal. And so my friends and I, he was in Dallas, so he took a flight up to Montreal. But my friends and I decided to drive and meet him up there. And when we were at the border, you learn a lot of things about your friends. That's all I'm going to say. They gave us a hard time. So we were in there. And, you know, they were asking about, does anyone have any past that we should know about? And I'm just going to leave it with, you learn a lot about your friends. Calgary traffic, Cirrus Echo Foxtrot crossing runway 826 on Alpha, Calgary. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. It wasn't me. Let's put it that way. I'm squeaky clean. And sadly, some of those friends aren't with us, along with my brother. So it's like, you know, I don't know. I feel old. It's like those were the days, man. You know? But those are things that you remember. And life goes on. Got a lot of left rudder here. Excuse me. Sorry about my allergies. Remember to take this left here and don't go into Alpha 3. This has been interesting scenery. I think they did an okay job on it, though. Those gates are terrible, though. No, I got a left rudder on this, too. I don't know. I don't think the P factor really is very good on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like, once in a while, if I'm taking off, I might have to add right rudder, but for some reason, I have to add constant left rudder right now to stay in the center line here. So it's not just you. And it's not my rudder pedals, because I have those TPM all full metal ones that cost like 500 something bucks. I splurged after going through 2 pairs of rudder pedals. These things have been fantastic. I know they're expensive, but man, they are amazing. This is where we turned off last time, so I'm going straight up this hill. Okay. Free and correct, and I'm gonna go from memory on this. I have to wait till I get to the runway to do my run up a little bit more. But lights, we're gonna put landing on. Strobe, I'm feeling around for the button. There we go. I'm gonna stop here and look before we go cross over. Calgary traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot crossing runway 1129er on Alpha, Calgary. Just in case. It's a courtesy thing, you know. You wouldn't have to do that in real life because you'd have ground helping you. Oh, there's my left rudder again. See what I'm saying? And way too much throttle. Seems like those taxi signs pop up too. They don't load right away. Okay, we're getting there. There's another de-icing facility to our left here. Yeah, that's why you have these lights on. Stuff like that. Ooh, it has green for de-icer too. Look at that. Nice. Very nice. Excuse me. The wind's coming from 1.5, 1.3 or something like that. So, of course I could check that. So why don't I check that? Okay, I might do a run up here, PO, so be careful.
Wind 146 at 14.
There you go.
Visibility 15. Sky condition. Few clouds at 3,300.
Kind of turned into the wind somewhat to do our checks here.
Temperature
It's 2,000 on the D10.
2.10. Altimeter 29.92.
Back to 1,700.
ILS runway 17 left and ILS runway 17 right in use. Landing and departing runway 17 left and runway 17
Okay,
right.
good there. Got everything on. Yep. Okay, right magneto. So we turned off the engine. Back to both.
Advise controller on initial contact. You have Alpha.
Left. Back to both. Okay, we're good. There's a problem on the takeoff home carrying sure otherwise we will land, and we have enough rail runway ahead of us. We will abort takeoff, land directly here on the runway. If we are under, let's see, 4,300. Actually, I should have done that too. Watch out for my jet blaster. Gotta lean up to make sure we're above 3,000. There we go. Okay. If we are under 4,300, this problem cannot show otherwise. We will land directly here more than 30-degree turns. Best glide speed in this is 88. If we're above 4,300, we will take a turn to the left. There's more on the left to land on. Land that one. The taxi rate, the grass, the runway is available to us. Best glide speed is 88. Rotate at 70. We need 50% flaps. I'm going to visualize that. We're good. And other than that, we are good to go. No one coming in. It's clear. So here we go. Calgary traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot. Departing runway 17 right. Departure to the southwest. Calgary. It's like their draw distance doesn't really do as well. And this 1.7 was really small. I didn't really see it that well. And there we go. We got like a roller coaster there. So, Okay, rotate at 70, track flaps at 80, climb at 101. Any questions? No. Okay, on the floor, and here we go. Oh, left aileron correction for the wind. Now I'm using right rudder. And rotate. Oh, that was quite a rotate there. Track the flaps now. Should be about 12 degrees to make it 101. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out straight ahead because I don't want to cross into the departure of 17 left. So I'm going to take it like the tower told me to depart straight ahead and climb and maintain 5,500. A little bumpy up here. Seriously. A little bumpy. Okay. That for the altitude. Okay. And then let's do heading. Will be good for now. And we're going to Vulcan, Alberta. But we're going to get out of the airport a little bit longer. So depart straight ahead. And they will tell me when to turn on the course. That's what the tower would do probably. Or they give me, yeah, because I'm VFR. Calgary there in the distance. One last look at it. Pictures galore. It's a little hazy. But it is cool to see. We're climbing to 5,500, so we're almost there already. We'll keep it low because Vulcan is literally 26 minutes, and that's with climb speed. Gain a little bit of speed here, and then we'll kick it back. Okay, we're still a little close there. We have a landing aircraft there too as well. Alright, we got some icing here, so put the icing on. I'll take care of that. Let's turn to the left a little bit. Intercept the nav here. Alright, that icing is going to melt any second. And this is what I'm going to be very careful about. Departure here. If he doesn't go around, we're kind of in his way. That ice disappeared just like that. See that? Alright. I didn't let Allison do a departure or anything. Alright, let's kick it back to 75. And also clean up the mixture a little bit. We'd still be with air traffic control right now. Right? How are we looking on the airport? We're looking pretty good. We could turn now. Alright, let's turn a little bit more to intercept that nav. On our way to Vulcan, Alberta. And it's going to be a small town. I'm not going to say it's going to be this magnificent thing, but people all smile. I'm going to take a picture once my aircraft loads some pilots in there. Weird. See if I do that. Nope. Something's hitting my frames a little hard. Weird. Huh. I don't know. Take the picture anyways. Flying with nobody in the plane, everybody. On our way to Vulcan. And I don't mean the planet, I mean the town. Yeah, ice. Was it that bad, though? Like, it came on there, but... Yeah. That's why I have ice protection on this, but... You're okay, right? Let's just climb shallow. That's right over Calgary, too. That's impressive. People in Calgary aren't too happy with you right now. There I am. Where's my lady co-pilot? I'm turning on nav now. Yeah, okay. What fifth of a snow cone? That's awesome, man. Alright. Picture time as we leave Calgary, Alberta. And going to Vulcan. Vulcan's got one runway, by the way, and you do have to back taxi. So you might want to give me a little bit of space as we get closer there. Just want to let you know that. Alright. We should be there in about 15 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So that's why Vulcan wasn't going to take long. We just had to pass through customs in Calgary. And now we're good for all of Canada. So if we wanted to fly all night long in Canada, we could. But we're not going to. Alright, so let's see what this is all about with Charlie, Foxtrot, X-Ray 6, Vulcan. Okay, I'll share this with you. It has 2 runways actually, but we'll be taking the paved one, 1634. Elevation's 3,437. So we want to be about 4,450 for traffic pattern, sorry. C-Test 122.8. There is no weather, so we'll probably be landing 16 if that's the case. We'll just take the Calgary weather. And the runway is 75 feet wide by 2,950 feet long. So we want to get down there. Weather. Current weather not found. That's right, that makes sense because there is no weather there. Alright, and 122.8. Weather, runways, frequencies, information. See, it's not an airport of entry, so we couldn't go there. But 16 is what we're looking for. No tabs. Alright, we good? So it's all about making it 16. Let's... Number 1, make it so. Make it so, okay? Let's make it so. Oh, there you are. It's like, where are you? You're a different color now. You're yellow. You're a yellow school bus. Tandem landing. Yeah, I don't know about that, but you're a yellow school bus. Look at that. You're so purty down there. Really hugging that ground there, too, huh? Nice. Yeah, you have to taxi back on the runway. There's no other way of getting there, so. 13 minutes to Vulcan. I'll get Google Maps ready because I can show you some things here. It's a very small town for what it is. It even has an A&W stand. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it has one. Oh, yeah. Wait. Maybe not. It says A&W, but I don't see like roller skating girls or anything delivering food. I remember the A&W stands from back in the day. We had one in Smithfield, Rhode Island. But they do have an A&W, so maybe they do deliver. I don't know. They have like a little stand there, so that's cool. That is in Vulcan. But the airport is to the west of the town, so we'll take a look at it as we get there. We're still not out of the Calgary airspace. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Yellow. How do you feel about yellow? picked up my lady passenger slash co-pilot again. So that's cool. That's a nice picture. Stay right there. Cool. Ask me if I forgot something. Now, we're on boost. We're doing fine. And I filled the fuel, so we don't have to worry about anything. Although if Vulcan still fuel, it might be cheaper. You know, I don't know if they do though. Unlike the American sections, they don't have like a little signal on there to say that they sell fuel. An awful main color. I agree with you on that one. In fact, I do have yellow as an accenting color on my Cirrus. So don't just say it because you saw it on my plane. It's like the autopilot has some right rudder in there. No? I could be mistaken. Maybe just a very slight amount. You don't see a lot of traffic on the roads. I stand corrected. There's some traffic on the roads. Wow. They do have cars in Canada. Alright, 1-6. Which means that we should be able to do a direct in once we see the airport, if you think about it. So look at this. That's what I'm thinking. And there's Vulcan right there, so let's zoom in a little bit here. The traffic warning is yellow, just like your plane. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we're almost out of the Calgary airspace up ahead. And then it's just us on our own. This is kind of like Class G airspace. To Vulcan. And not the planet. We're not that far. That close. And there is a place called Vulcan in Canada. That's to answer the question on the title of today's stream. I just kind of had scenery loading there, so that's cool. I'm sorry, I've tried not to. It's after midnight here. Ugh. Sorry. It's like my allergies. Spock, we're taking you home. Not really, no. And sadly, this will be the last Star Trek pilgrimage flight as of this series. But we had fun. If you want to see any of the archive streams, even though I had some crappy Wi-Fi reception on like 2 or 3 of them, check out the Arc Flight Discord. I have them all posted under a channel called Star Trek Pilgrimage Flights. Go watch them in order, and you'll be helping me out because they're all archived on YouTube where I'm trying to grow the channel. Put a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff while you're waiting. Yep. I don't think my wife was too happy about me flying tonight, but I needed to get this flight in, so we did hang out. We did. It's not like I ignored, but I wanted to get it done. She is a wonderful person. I get it. I'm difficult sometimes. I get it. Den Skater. Utility Goose. You got pretty good control on that thing. I'm gonna tell you. Vulcan coming up in the distance. Should see it in about 5 minutes, I think. Maybe. You looking for like a golf course? Because that's right near the airport. Very colorful here, too. Yeah, it depends on the wind. See that we... Oh, I thought we had a tailwind at this point, but we don't. But the headwind is a little bit less. And it goes, you know, about 180 knots. For calculations, I do 152. That way, it's a little bit less, but I'd have to look at the POH again. But I do about 75% power on cruise. Yeah. Well, Cirrus is also, you know, A little bit more modern technology, but it's not a multi-engine. It's quite impressive, though, for a single prop, you know? Again, I think what you said earlier. Sorry about the yawning. The Cirrus isn't flown enough by people on the sim, but in real life, I think it's the top-selling aircraft for new aircraft for private pilots and stuff, which you can't blame. I mean, the thing goes fast. The thing I will say about Cirrus pilots in real life is they think they're like the speed demons of the sky. So, like, when you're trying to land in there with your 172 or your 152, like I was training, they're not very patient with people. Which doesn't make sense, because your approach speed is about 85 in the Cirrus. And your approach speed in a 172 is about 65. So, yeah, it's 20 knots less, but still. It is what it is. By the way, that lake is Frank Lake out there. So I guess part of it is not seen other than the top part, but yet in the sectional shows 2 parts. I don't get it. What's that thing in front of us? I was wondering what this thing was. Excuse me. That could be Vulcan out there. Yeah, kind of like that. Well, it costs some bucks, but you know who doesn't give me the BMW driver kind of vibe that flies a Cirrus and owns one? Nico's Wings, and he uses it for business. So you know it's a tax write-off. But check out Nico's Wings on YouTube, and he has some pretty cool stories. He flew down the skyline with his Cirrus. He flies to Chicago, to Florida. He does it for business. Sometimes takes his family along. He's got like a wife and a little girl, but he doesn't hit me as like a. I mean, all right. So the guy has some money, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he seems pretty nice about things, you know. I mean, you kind of have to have some money to have a Cirrus and own it by yourself, right? To rent one, I think the last time I checked, just if after you get through the whole Cirrus curriculum, because they have a whole curriculum that you have to follow to get signed off on it. I think it's like $235 an hour. But again, you're traveling at a pretty good speed. So therefore, it's kind of like, you know, worth it. But I think this is Vulcan out there, everybody. So you get there, like, you know, a lot quicker. So, really? Yeah, you should check him out. He's got some good stories. He got very emotional when he did the Skyline with the Cirrus. And I gotta be honest with you, it is an emotional thing when you do it. I've only done it once with Jet Pilot Cinnamon. But, it's amazing the amount of freedom you feel when you can fly down the Hudson River. A place that got, you know, a building toppled down by airliners. And you could just fly down there as long as you're following the rules and in contact with air traffic control, like, constantly. And it's amazing that we can do that somewhere in America, you know. All right, we're going to get down to pattern altitude here. So let's do that. And what did I say it was? I can't remember now. 4,450 or so. So we're not that far off. And I'm going to hang it over to the right a little bit because we should see the airport. And I'm going to take runway 16. So, let's call it. La la la. I can tell that's Vulcan because it has the, has this right there. So, the golf course. Vulcan traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot, extended final. We're about 7 miles out. Final for runway 16. Full stop, Vulcan. Alright, gotta slow this thing down. I watched a video on someone landing the Cirrus with the instructor. They said about 25%. And that seems about right. But we gotta see the airfield here. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Alright, so we're gonna turn in here. I'm gonna drop this off a lot. And we're gonna swing into 16 here in a second. But I gotta lose some speed anyways. So, get these flaps in. 119, I believe, is the extension for the first thing of flaps. Close enough. Here we go. Okay. Throttle's already out because I'm very high, and I might have to slip this thing in there, but we shall do it. Okay. Full. Uh-oh, wrong button. Full flaps. Vulcan traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot. Final, runway 16, full stop, Vulcan. Okay. Now listen, you're gonna actually just land on 16 and go all the way down and take your left over there. That's what we're doing. So. Make sure I appropriately did that with, and we're landing at Vulcan, everybody. Looking pretty good right now. A little bit of throttle, keep it at 85. I'm gonna trim up a little bit. I feel like I'm nose diving into this runway. Vulcan traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot, final runway 16, full stop, Vulcan. And this is the default, so I'm not expecting wonderful things here. It's a small little town in Alberta. Trim up just a little bit more. And I got a wind from our left here, so be careful. Throttle out. And I'm just gonna let it ride down the runway. These little bumpies, be careful. Here we go, nice landing. Tell you that P factor comes right in though when you get down there. After you land, you have to like put the right rudder on right away to keep it centered. That's 2,900 feet. All right, I'm gonna get off the runway for you. I don't know if there's a whole short line here. We're dealing with default scenery. Nope. Alright, so I'll call it clear right about now. Vulcan traffic, Cirrus 9 Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 16, Vulcan. Okay, and there's not many airplanes here in real life, but it would say Vulcan on here. Which it doesn't. Oh, it does actually. Look at that. It says Vulcan, just like it does in real life. Cool. Well, we're going to park over here, because it looks like the office is right over there, too. Office would be right in front of us. That little building right there is the office. All right. Well, we'll take a look out after. After landing, flaps up. Let's see. Power lever 1,000. Transponder, we're going to leave where it is. Pitot heat off. Fuel pump off. It is off now. All right. And then shut down. Avionics off. All lights except for strobe are going off. Okay, full lean on the mixture. That was a quick hop. That was 21 minutes to get the Vulcan. Mags off. Alternator off. Battery off. And strobe's off. And parking brake. Alright. Welcome to our last stop on the Star Trek pilgrimage flights. P.O., did I miss you again? I don't know if I missed you or not. Let me know. Oh, no, there you are. You're coming in. All right, well, let's look at P.O. Boss. Land this thing first off. No pressure. No pressure. Nice landing. All right, remember, it's 2,900 feet, though, so you might need some brakes at the end if you're going too fast. Slight wind to the left there. Nice job. You know, I don't know if this is add-on or not, but it says Vulcan on it, so it's pretty cool. But I'm going to make sure I got the following off on this thing. And we're going to check out the town of Vulcan. First off, let's look at it as... I'm going to wait till P.O. Boss taxis in here. See, that's the office right there. So feel free to park anywhere over here. Is it? Okay. Does it look a lot better? I mean, I can't remember. I just go to flightsim.to and start downloading everything, you know. As long as it works. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm sorry about that. Alright, as you park, let's look at the Google Maps imagery here. Here's where we are. And that's, we landed 1-6 down here, right on the outskirts of Vulcan. We're going to take the drone out here, but this is the Vulcan Golf and Country Club. And then literally the Star Trek stuff here, and I'm going to zoom in on Street View here, is they made like a whole tourist section. Actually, I said I was going to look at this with you. Vulcan. So they have a convention in July. It's been running for 30 years. It's an annual event that takes place in Vulcan, Alberta, the last weekend in July each year. We host various celebrities who acted in. So it's like any other convention, okay? But here's the about. So welcome to Vulcan, and they are embracing this entirely. Town of just under 2,000 people to take advantage of the name by creating a fun and unique Star Trek-related identity. They have a one-of-a-kind visitor information center that looks like a landed space station, which you're going to look at in 98. Home to a large collection of Star Trek memorabilia, gift shop, and tourist information from around the country and province. Okay. And then in 1995, a town of Vulcan administrator brought forward the concept of creating a space-themed tourist station to tap in. So that makes total sense. Okay. They have accommodations here. They have a campground and everything. You can buy merchandise. I boldly went. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. So, but they have a little bit of everything there. So, anyways, let's look at Google Maps for a second, and I'll show you where that thing is. It says Star Trek something over here. Oh, God. I saw it earlier. Where'd it go? Vulcan Town area. Vulcan, no, it was here. Oh, here's the Starship Monument. Okay. So, over here they have a monument. There's the Store Center. They have a monument that has the Starship Enterprise right here. It's pretty cool, right? Welcome to Vulcan. Vulcan on the ramp. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah. I mean, Vulcan. Yeah, I got you. So they have this wonderful little homage to the Star Trek Enterprise. Then right across the way over here, this is the Starship Inspired Visitor Center. Or Star Space Station, if you will. So let's go over here. And we'll get a look at it from the front here. And that's it. That's the Visitor Information Center. And that's all to get tourism here, and then the conventions and stuff and all that. Over here's a little inn that you could do. But it's a little small town in Alberta. I almost said America, by the way. And that A&W stand I'll show you in a second, too. But very, very small town. So it's kind of cool that they do all that stuff. And everything says Vulcan. Like that looks like it's in Star Trek. Planet of Vulcan Authority. Cool. Administration building there. The Platinum Lounge, or the Latinum Lounge. What does that say? Latinum Looney? Latinum for like the currency? Probably. Okay, but pretty cool. That A&W thing that I just spotted over here, A&W Canada. It seems like, you know, I don't know if it's a drive-in. It looks like a stop, if you will. But there's the A&W right there. So that's pretty cool that they have those. You don't really see those a lot anymore in America, at least from where I'm in the Northeast there. Here's that Star Trek Enterprise thing again. Pretty cool, man. For a small little town. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, this is it. This is why we showed up there. Oh wait, they even have like a little spacecraft with aliens on it. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool. That's the back of the tourist center. That's alright. We're all tired. Sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of you. Alright, so anyways, we're going to park here. I haven't decided whether I'm going to try flying back to Plymouth, where I started this whole thing. Plymouth, Massachusetts, where I fly out of in real life. But that's it. From the town of Vulcan. If I see it in the sim, actually, it's going to look a lot worse. That's why I want to really focus on that. But they do have the kind of same things. The A&W would be over here. See what I'm saying? And then that means that the Star Trek Enterprise is a house. Not impressive. And then the visitor center looks like this. It looks like a camping yurt. So it's kind of cool that it kind of resembles it, but not really, you know? But that's it. That's all she wrote for the Star Trek pilgrimage flights. Got this idea from this article online about places that Trekkies needed to visit in their lives. And they actually said, hey, come here to Vulcan. And you probably want to come during the convention. But we are going to say sayonara. And thank you so much, P.O. Boss especially. Thank you so much. Yeah, it looked like a 3-head Mickey Mouse. It definitely did. But we're going to call it a night here. I'm going to raid someone, obviously. But I appreciate everyone that came out. Thank you to P.O. Boss. Thank you to Digi Driver. I should probably give a shout out to Digi Driver. P.O. Boss, do you actually stream? Maybe you should. You got some good humor there. But I'll shout out you anyways. I don't even care if you do or don't. And I gotta wait till Digis gets off there. Just give me a second. Yeah, well, I'm gonna shout you out anyways. How's that? Just waiting for Digis to get off my streaming laptop. Also want to thank Melvin Leroy at the beginning of the broadcast for saying live long and prosper or whatever he said. I can't remember right now. But awesome. Thank you. And as soon as I get Melvin Leroy's shout out, then we're going to go to the end stream and we're going to raid someone. But thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate it. Come on again. I'm looking, obviously, to get people out here and doing all this stuff. Boy, that's the longest shout out, but you deserve it, my friend, for flying all that time. Melvin Leroy. But we're going to leave you here from Vulcan, Alberta. I'm going to give you a little view of it. That's it. That's the whole town. And it looks like a cool place to go. If I had money, I might, you know, hire a private jet to fly out here and go to Vulcan, because I don't think it's a very. You'd have to go to Calgary and get a ride out here. That's the only way I can think about you doing it. But anyways, all right, from the little town of Vulcan, Alberta, Canada, signing off for the final time, at least on this series, the Star Trek pilgrimage flights with Captain Kirk. I almost said Captain Kirk again. It's getting late. Spock, thank you so much to Spock for joining us as well. And I want you all to have a good night. Remember to push the follow, like button, subscribe button. Get on the YouTube. Subscribe on that. I'm trying to get to 1,000 so I can have more money for World Flying. And you be good. P.O. Boss, thank you so much. You're awesome. You are the boss tonight. And I'll see you. Hold tight. We're going to raid somebody.